Pleasure the go. Pleasure the go.
Eat your mother. Who is yeet, yeet, yeet your motherfucking yeet, nigga.
Pleasure the go.
The whole arena. The whole arena. The whole arena.
Woke it up, woke it up, woke it up, woke it, woke it up, woke it up, woke it up, don't woke it, woke it up, woke it up, woke it up, don't woke it. Woke it up. Don't woke it up. Don't woke it up. Don't woke it up. Don't woke it.
The whole arena. Yeet. Yeet, yeet, yeet your motherfucking ass yeet. The whole arena. Yeet. Yeet, yeet, yeet your motherfucking ass yeet.
The whole arena.
The whole arena.
Yeet. 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 Yeet your motherfucking
your
ass.
motherfucking ass yeet, nigga. What?
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestle Pierce Raw Review. I'm your host, Ebu of Wrestle Pierce, Ebu of Self-Made, Ebu of Wrestling Twitter, and I'm joined as usual by my co-host, Rob of Self-Made. And folks, we're here. It's your favorite afternoon wrestling podcast, the most unpredictable podcast in all of pro wrestling, a show where we never know what's going to happen or who is going to show up. But what the hell? Sorry, I got a stupid message. But yeah, listen, you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to show up. But all I do know is I will at least attempt to review Monday Night Raw this week with Rob. And it was a very good show last night. Very good show. The King and Queen of the Ring semifinals are set, Robert. Asuka is back. Goldberg has returned, and he has challenged Gunther for a World Heavyweight Championship match at Saturday night's main event in July in Atlanta. Also, on last night's show, unfortunately, Liv Morgan has sustained a serious injury, and we're going to talk about that and how that's going to create a ripple effect on the creative of a bunch of other women. Bayley versus Becky Lynch is set for the Intercontinental Championship on next week's Raw, AJ Styles is now your number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, and you will be getting a shot at Saudi Arabia in Night of Champions against Dirty Dom Mysterio. So a lot is going on. We will talk about last night's show. We'll talk about the angles. We'll talk about the story directions. We'll give our little predictions on what's happening on a bigger picture with some of these things. And I'll give you guys a couple news and notes on the big storylines, because I did get some information on that stuff. So what I'll tell you is it's not necessarily a big scoop, but it's a piece of info that I guess you can connect that to figure some things out, basically, is the best way I could put it. So I'll tell you guys about that and what they're cooking there. And we'll go from there. So, guys, please make sure to like the video if you haven't liked the video. Please make sure to subscribe to Russell Pierce if you're not subscribed to Russell Pierce. Again, guys, please like the video. It helps with the visibility. Last week, Rob, the audience helped make that Raw review the biggest Raw review we've ever done. 11,000 views for last week's episode.
Shit, I think it was the biggest live show we've ever done.
May have been 11,000 views, Rob, for that week's Russell Pierce Raw review. So, guys, give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourselves on the back. That was explosive, and the audience was huge, which was hilarious. Like, the fact that CM Punk going to Saudi Arabia generated that level of interest in seeing our reactions was remarkable. So, hope you guys are happy. You guys made that the biggest show. And yeah, man, I have a sneaking suspicion we don't reach those heights this week, but I'll promise to give you guys the same level of effort and content on this show. So, guys, let's make this the best show we possibly can. Like the video, and we'll take it from there. How you feeling today, Rob? What's going on, man?
I'm feeling great, man. Last night's episode of Raw wasn't like a drag to sit through. It was actually went pretty fucking fast, bro. By the time, I didn't even realize, by the time Seth Rollins came out, we were already at like 10:22, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I thought it would be like 10:30 or something like that by the time we got here, but no, it went pretty fucking fast. We got the end of the show, Cody returning to Raw once again.
Yep.
Penta's
now involved in the main event storyline with the Seth Rollins stable.
Oh, that was the best, not the best part of the show for me, but that was very interesting for me to see, because I didn't think he would be put into that story that fast. Like, I did not think he would be put into the story that fast.
Yeah, man. I have some details on, again, some of the creative behind a lot of that type of stuff. So, Penta showed up, leather jacket, does a tope on Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn attacks Braun Breaker as well. And again, Bronson Reed, he lost. LA Knight shows up, attacks Bronson Reed. Jey Uso gives Bronson a spear. He gives him 2 Uso splashes, gets the win in the main event. Jey Uso, folks, is going to the second round. And Jey Uso will be facing his former tag partner, his friend, his associate in Cody Rhodes in the second round of the King of the Ring tournament. So I'm very excited to see how that goes, because that's listen, Jey Uso's obviously not mechanically the best wrestler, but that is a pretty big deal of a match. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, considering like all the character history between those guys, I'm curious how that goes. So that ending was very explosive. You got Jey, you got Cody, you also got the Cody and Seth standoff where, you got big holy shit chances Cody encounters Seth Rollins. So very, very interesting situation. We'll talk a little bit more about the match in a bit. My God, Rob, do we have a guest, Rob?
I think we do.
What the fuck? All right, go
Should
for it.
Bring him up?
Sure.
My God.
What?
Fellas?
What the fuck?
So, I was doing my taxes, and I heard that there's some sort of boom going on Tuesdays, record houses and stuff.
Yes.
I might have to start watching this Raw thing, man. It sounds like I'm just kidding. I'm definitely not doing that. How are you, fellas?
We're doing great.
I'm doing great.
Joe, listen, you could maybe the chat will lead you elsewhere. Join in, brother. The gravy is great, brother. I'm just saying.
I'm not here to act Raw. I've got to get something off my chest.
Okay, go for it. Are you gonna get me canceled, Joe?
No, I've been desperate to talk about this on a big platform, guys. So if you don't mind,
boy.
I would like to launch.
Wait, so this fucker. This motherfucker, he saw the 11K house that last week's that our shit did last week. He was like, all right, let me just fucking stretch these muscles a little bit. When they go live, I'm going to do a run-in. And fucking...
This is serious, bro. When you hear what I'm going to say, it's serious. So
go for it. Okay.
I'm scrolling the timeline today, and it appears there's some serious stuff to tackle. I think it's the perfect place to do it. I know you guys take wrestling very seriously.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do serious analysis.
I think we should get into an extensive debate about Dante Turo and whether he's legitimate in his New Japan Pro Wrestling fandom. That's the way I feel, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, if that's too controversial for you guys, that's fine, because I can take it back to Twitter, because like I know it's probably, but I just think this is the kind of place we need to have that conversation, because it is really important. It's definitely important in it, really.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think if we did it here and we were very like mature about it, I think we could kind of set the standard for people, you know.
Yeah, listen, man. I see Dante Turo on the timeline, and the big thought that hits me, Rob, is, does this guy actually watch this stuff? And is this new? Is he a grifter? And you know this, Rob. We've had serious discussions. You know, like we spent like all day about this. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So you know, Joe, I think you're right. I think we're gonna have to start getting into it. I think this is a perfect place to really get into like what Dante Turo is all about and what that business model is all about. You know what I mean?
I just want to know what he stands for, bro. You know, and this has always been a platform for investigative journalism, and
right.
So I just thought it would make sense. But I mean, you can talk about Raw also if you want. I don't know what the chat wants us to do, you know.
Ew, nigga, ew. Talking about Raw? Oh my god, it sounds disgusting.
It's Joe, you know, so funny last week. That was obviously a controversial show. Everyone wanted to hear my reaction to CM Punk going to Saudi. Right. And it was hysterical, right? But the funniest part is like there was still a contingent of people in our audience who were like, "Can we just fucking review Raw, man?" This is the funniest.
Fair enough.
Yo, they was pissed. They were pissed that we weren't like segment for segment.
There's a decent contingent of guys. Because here's the thing, Joe, we don't review Raw, but when we do a pretty fucking good job of reviewing Raw.
Yeah,
but we just don't like do it all the time, right? And so it's like flashes of like a cool sequence or some shit, you know. But we're brawlers.
Did you see that too? Did you see that show 2 weeks ago? We weren't reviewing that. Come on.
Well, I do think we deserve some of the money though, because I don't think people realize this, but like Ibu basically does the Raw review in my DMs on a Tuesday morning, and like gets all of his stuff in order.
Yes,
like. So I don't have to watch the show because he tells me specifically what his points will be, what were the positives, what were the negatives.
Right.
I don't ask. I never ask, really.
No.
That's where he kind of gets everything, you know, that's where he gets his shots up in the gym.
Joe's like, good morning. I'm like, yeah, so they did this angle with this person, and they set up this match for next week, and I thought this part was solid, and they had a good match here in the main event, and I was able to get this bit off. And Joe's just kind of like, all right. and then I go live, Joe. And then I go live. And I use none of this on YouTube. Like I go live and I just laugh with Rob, and we look at YouTube clips of things, you know, and then we read people's super chats. And then there's like one guy who's like,
you know, we watched a couple matches on here one time.
And,
you know, it was
and then there's like one guy, Joe, just kicking his wall. Like, why the fuck did they not talk about New Jay's backstage segment that aired during the commercial break?
Fuck, bro. I really want to know these niggas' thoughts on Grayson Waller and Austin Theory talking to the New Day. Son.
Rob,
this is agitating.
Now that I'm saying this out loud, I don't think we've discussed the New Day in like 2 months.
No, bro. I'm not talking about the New Day right now, son.
Are they formally banned, Rob? Are
I'm banning all Austin Creed and Kofi Bartholomew Kingston discussion on Raw Review, son. We're not doing that no more.
They're gonna come back soon, dude. When they do the Usos thing,
no, that'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Joe,
definitely.
Me and Rob, and when AO comes in and Chris, we're brawlers. We brawl in the crowd, right? That's what we give these people, right? But Raw Review, that's like us doing fluid sequences, which we are very capable of doing. We just, you just get it a little bit, like we'll come back in the ring like fucking Redfit, with the crimson masks, and we'll start doing Ranas and stuff,
Do you ever run out of ideas on the Raw Review and ask about like breakfast and stuff like that?
No, because the super chats help. The super chats help.
For whatever reason, Joe, it's a different creative energy here. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I don't know.
I don't know.
Because when we run out of stuff to talk about, right? The super chats are like, yo, so They wouldn't even ask about Raw. That's how bad they know Raw is. Yo, they're just actually so evil. What's your your favorite guy jeans from 1985?
Well, here's
and
the
I'm
funny
like,
thing,
oh
Bob.
shit.
In the last 2 months, the show has been good, and we both liked it. We still don't review it. That's what makes us incredible. You know,
I simply pretend I didn't see it.
But I'll tell you this though, Joe. Your boy Allen, he's on a multi-match singles winning streak, and
That's last year's bit, bro. Move on. Move on.
You dropped AJ.
I keep things moving. Dude. I announced it to my audience. I said there's a few things I've dropped recently, but you have to keep evolving in this business. When I was 4, I watched an Undertaker VHS, and he taught me then that you got to constantly be evolving. You know, if you're not evolving the character.
Oh my God, Joe has dropped AJ.
No, bro, it's what it is. You know, he's dressing JD McDonough. Can't do nothing for me. It's what it is.
I'll tell you what though. You know what's funny about that? I saw someone tweet like, because AJ beat him in like 6 minutes in short order, right?
Good.
It's meant to just be a TV win. He looked good in it. TV win, he wins, right?
Yeah.
Someone tweeted something online like, man, why don't they let these AJ matches get into like the next bigger gear, man? Like, why can't they let him just like the guy expressed frustration that they didn't have a back and forth like competitive great match. And I'm like, bro, why would you want that out of AJ?
Well, I mean, that launches a whole other conversation. Guys, I'm just joking. AJ Styles is great. You have to evolve in this business.
Yo, son.
So Joe,
this is.
Who have you added to the roster, Joe? Who in 2025 have you added to your collection of
That's the problem. That's the problem. We're very stagnant. There's turnover in the sense people are leaving. We're very much like TNA in 2015 in that regard, you know.
Joe, I seen you added Breezango to the roster, Joe.
I did. The problem with that is there's not a lot of current stuff to get into, you know.
And
it'll be dynamite, and Joe just tweets like a fucking clip of like Breezango Usos, like
it was the clip of Breezango, the Forgotten Sons, and they were rocking the what did he say they were
the
rocking
showboat,
the showboat in '86, and it was just them going nuts, and I was like, yeah.
You know what's funny about this, Joe? Is your brand quietly it crosses over into Rob's brand a little bit because Joe,
you love the business. Yeah.
Joe will post some random Full Sail shit or some random like, you know, Tyler Breeze and Fandango thing from 2017, and I just know somewhere Rob comes across that and he's like, "Oh, let's go." You know, he's like,
this is the good stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the stuff we need to be showing our young. Not that WCW shit. Nobody.
Oh fuck!
Nobody watches that dead program, brother.
Agreed.
We you know what I'm saying? We show them. You know, the only World Championship Wrestling we show them is NWA World Championship Wrestling. We don't.
I agree.
We don't show them that that
Wait,
Ted Turner produced.
Liv Morgan tweeted. Can you just pull it up because I can't open it on my thing.
The who tweet?
Liv Morgan.
I'm about to find it. Find it.
Why you do that? Joe, this guy Rob, now in his free time, Rob is funny because his comfort wrestling terrifies me. And lately, his newest kick, the new thing that's scratching the itch for him is FCW. He just watches FCW. And it'll post star ratings like on the timeline of FCW. He'll like 3.25, great tag. I'm like, what are you doing?
Hey man. Yeah. The business has been great to me, you know. I don't know about that WCW thing, but I just can't. I can't watch greatness like FCW and then look at WCW and be like, this is some real shit. Like, I just can't. That's not a vibe.
Rob and Chris's new thing is to rage bait me, Joe. And like,
oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever. It's so easy.
It works every time. Like,
why am I pulling up this? Why am I pulling up this specific Liv Morgan tweet?
No, I was just asking what she said. I have no idea if she like gave an update or anything. What did she tweet?
Oh no, she didn't give an update. It's just she did the Sabrina Carpenter fucking album cover thing with Dom. That's pretty much it. Like, she didn't say anything.
All right, whatever. Joe, the other funny thing was we did a watch along in Self-Made like a week or two ago, and this was last month's. It was the May watch along list, right? And Rob just sat there exasperated as we watched Pandemic Julia work a 30-minute match.
Son, yo, no, it was that. It was that, and it was some other shit. Yo, I was so and then
Rob,
I'm saying
Rob,
shit.
it was Ibushi and Naito in the
It was
pandemic.
it was Ibushi. I think it was Ibushi and Naito, and before it was Julia and Shuri in like
Yes.
during the pandemic. And
Go
something
ahead,
had happened. Ibu says something to me, and I was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna." I was so delirious, and I was watching pandemic wrestling at 3:00 in the morning. I was like, "Yo, not gonna lie, Ibu, shut the fuck up talking to me, bro. Like, why are you like?
No, but
I was like,
that's
yo,
not
why are
the
you on
funny
my
part.
dick?"
Joe, see, the patrons recommend these matches, right? So we have to be
Yeah.
nice. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so we try to be nice. Chris's go-to when he doesn't like a match is like, listen, thank you guys for recommending, but fuck. And then he'll just like say his thing. And so I have to now be polite about a match that I'm not enjoying either. You know what I mean? And so I'm driving I'm driving the car, and I'm like, look, man, they're working really hard, and the work here looks nice, and you can tell by the clap cadence that the people are really into this thing. I'm doing that whole thing, and you just hear Rob like,
Oh my
you
god!
just hear that,
I'm just like, yo, this is
after
crazy.
every kick out, you just hear like,
Yo, son, no, because son, at the end of that match, I forgot at the end of Julia and Shuri how they just like they didn't even sell anything. They just like spammed finishers.
Well.
Like over and over and over. And I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
now
Can we
Chris's
get to
bit,
the
Joe.
point.
Chris's bit is Misawa fucking sucks, which is just a weird bit that he has.
Strong.
It's the worst.
Very
it's the
strong.
worst
That
bit
one
of
is
all
like
time, son. It's
Chris
the worst
just
bit of all
swings.
time.
He just swings, Joe. And so
It's the
what his new thing is, anytime he watches Misawa on the watch along, he just conveniently disappears. Like he just conveniently.
He is the worst bit of
And then-
all time, son.
And then like the match will reach a point where like this is phenomenal, and you're like, where the fuck is
Yeah.
Chris?
I do remember. I can't remember who
watched
said
wait.
it. Someone was like, 50% of the people that have Masawa as their goat have never watched him wrestle, which is one of the funniest dismissals of a fan base ever.
Yeah.
Masawa's awesome, but yeah.
You know, Joe,
Misawa's so godly,
we
son.
can get venomous and spiteful on here.
Oh, no, we can't.
Yes, we can.
You can do what you want. I ain't going to be here much longer. Go for it.
Who are some wrestlers with fake fan bases?
Tell the truth, Joe. Tell the truth, Joe.
Look, I'm gonna name someone I like a lot.
Okay.
When you're talking all-time ranking,
Mm-hmm.
I reckon before you put him in the top 10, you should watch a little more Sting than 2021 and beyond. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of years there that I think are worth investigating before you put him in the top 10. That's what I'm saying.
And Joe, me and you, we love Sting, and we've seen his
We
whole
love Sting.
career. We love
Yes.
Sting. We've seen his whole career. I do admit, Joe, I resent it a little bit when I see some of these young AEW fans, right? Who like their frame of reference for Sting is quite literally just his AEW run and Triple H match, right?
And Vader matches.
And and it's like, listen, he had a great career. He has a lot of awesome matches. Ric Flair, the matches with Cactus Jack and Rick Rude and all this guy, that guy, and the third. But brother, his career was 40 years long. 40 years long.
Right.
Yeah, there was a lot of Russo booked content in that career. There's a lot of
And
Jim
there was a
Herd
lot of
booked
times where like the hardcore fans that are watching this and that are doing shows like this, there was a lot of times where those fans hated Sting too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
when I
Sting is literally powering through his match with Abyss in the last. It's a last rites match, which is basically a casket match, but the casket is
awful.
It's a fat ass casket in the middle of the ring,
Yeah.
and like he's powering through this match, and all you hear the fans go is "Fire Russo," like
Joe,
begging
Joe,
managers
outside of
to fire
2006,
Russo.
Outside of 2006, how many actively good years would you say Sting had in TNA?
Oh, shit.
Actively good.
Actively good, not like there's flashes of cool things here and there.
I don't know, man. Like some of the
I'll say
he
like
gets
2011.
good. Some of the character stuff's good. Like when they're doing the main event Mafia, he's actually the highlight of the Mafia as like a promo. He's genuinely
yeah.
good on the mic and that stuff.
Yeah.
In the ring, then I don't know. But I mean, the other part of Sting's career that no one talks about, and look, we love Sting, but this is the whole point of the conversation, right? But like the Crow Sting was one of the coolest characters ever. It did not necessarily translate to classic matches,
Unfortunately. Dude,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, Joe, I thought Crow Sting was way cooler than Surfer Sting. Like I remember when I discovered Surfer Sting on the internet, right? I was like, oh, this is ass. And I remember like doing a Sting like late 90s deep dive on the internet in like 07, right? I remember doing this, right? And I would watch all these matches. And like you got to think, Joe. I'm a kid. I think that Crow Sting is the coolest looking guy ever, right? And you go on YouTube or Daily Motion, and it just says Sting versus Bret Hart. You're like, oh baby, let me bookmark that. You know what I mean? You're like Sting versus like whoever, like Lex Luger, Sting versus this guy, that guy. I'm like, oh my god, these matches are gonna be amazing. And I'm watching every one of them. I'm like, oh shit, like damn,
Yeah.
But yeah, and so it's a real shame. It's a real shame.
You don't got enough. Hey, you know what you need on your timeline? You need a little bit more Joe Hennig versus Sheamus O'Shaughnessy on your timeline.
I agree.
That's what
Joe Hennig was a good worker.
Go
Dude.
fuck
Good
yourself.
worker. He was a good worker.
See, Joe. They laugh at me and like they like make fun of me when I say Joe Hennig was a decent worker, but it's like
he was a good pro wrestler.
He was a decent worker, son.
Yeah.
Like
you know what's funny? I'm making fun of Rob here. Joe, I was a Curtis Axel guy.
Oh, sure. Yeah. He's one of those lost generation guys, man. Like, if he was around in the 80s or the 70s, a book would have just put a gimmick on him and he'd have been fine, or they give him a manager.
Yes.
But he was around when there was one true national promotion, and like you couldn't reasonably push Joe Hennig in that era. I mean, you could, they push worse guys, but that's like a lot of guys fit that description, man. Maybe I think he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, we were talking about we watched Husky Bray when he was Husky Harris against Loki on the NXT because it's part of the recommendations. And we were like, me and Ibu were like, yo, son, like Bray should have been in like Japan during like when Muto was running all Japan. He could have
been a totally different wrestler, bro. He's like this, he's this big fat, almost Terry Gordy-ish vibe type of dude, you know.
That was he should have been in
the Voodoo Murders.
By all accounts, he loved that. Like that was his wrestling, comforts, like as a fan to watch.
It's just crazy because like when he became Bray, he worked totally differently, like just way differently.
Yeah. He had an interesting career, didn't he? He's like,
I
always say, like, I didn't love a lot of Bray's stuff, but you definitely, I think the further removed we get from Bray's career, the more you kind of appreciate how unique he was. Like, he was kind of one of one, right?
Yeah, no, it just in how his career played out and everything, you know.
Yeah,
it's. I don't know if we're gonna get a guy like that anytime soon, where it's like a developmental guy just gets a gimmick that's like over as fuck on day one, and you get pushed hard because of it. You know what I mean? Like that's a very like 90s, 2000s thing.
That was the last era of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you know why Bray probably loves so much of that shit? I'm reading Mike Rotunda's cage match right now. It says he worked IWA Japan, New Japan, All Japan.
Yes.
He worked a bunch of fucking. So Bray probably had a bunch of tapes from the shows his dad were on. He was just sitting there watching that shit. He's like, man, WWE. A lot of kids have this going on. They're like, yo, WWE fucking sucks, bro. But I gotta go work there when I grow up.
I found out that Bron Breakker's wrestling that he consumed in his formative years as a fan was TNA.
Yeah, I'm doing a project about TNA right now, and one of the things that I kind of highlighted was I actually think bringing the TNA name back weirdly has allowed us to like reassess how popular TNA actually was. I don't think I give TNA enough credit for how significant it was to like a generation of wrestling fans, dude. Like, it only dawned on me when you heard young wrestlers being like, man, I grew up on TNA, I want to work there. It actually clicked for me. Because I think I was in that kind of snob mentality of like, everything TNA did well, Ring of Honor did better. But the reality was they were doing it on Spike TV.
Yes, that's me, Joe. I
Yeah.
discovered most of those ROH guys that did both companies. I saw them in I didn't watch ROH AJ when AJ was there at the time. I saw AJ Styles on Spike in 2006 and said, holy fucking shit, look at this guy. You know what I mean? And,
yo, I said this shit all the time. TNA has always literally been the same fucking promotion. They've always had great wrestlers doing good wrestling on a bad wrestling TV show.
Yeah.
Because everything surrounding TNA, everything surrounding the wrestling aspect. I mean, not so much in 2025. The wrestling is halfway mostly bad, but like throughout most of their run, a lot of the shit that was surrounding the wrestling, bro. Somebody would have Kurt Angle and AJ would go on TV. Me and Mook were watching 08 TNA, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same episode that they did the Shark Boy fucking life support gimmick with the thing that they paid so much exorbitant amount of money on that they didn't need to pay that much money on. The same night they did a 3-way dance with Joe AJ and Christian, and me and Mook was like, yo, this is like a 4.5, like a 4.25 star match. Like, and we just sat there and fucking watched Shark Boy all night. Like, what the fuck?
Right. I'm gonna let you.
So
I'm gonna go in a minute because you guys have to review Raw. But
No, we don't. Go ahead.
whoa.
I don't want to be, I don't want to get heat out of this, But
Joe, could you imagine the videos posted in the comments? Someone's like, "Look, guys, great show. I like Joe. I tuned in to hear you guys talk about Raw, man."
I mean, it's fair enough, really. Right? It's fair enough. It is the Raw review. I get it.
I need you guys. I need to hear you
Joe,
guys talk about Maxine and Natalia.
No, we still get these comments. Like, people are going like, guys, it's always the same thing, Joe. Love you guys. Great vibes. I get it. I totally do. The banter, all that. Come on, man. I want to hear about Raw, man.
Apparently, Raw was good, so I get it. But,
it's been a strong show for 2 months.
What was we talking about? TNA?
Yeah. Rob was talking about Shark Boy's antics on the same show.
Rob's right, though. Like, there's a myth. I've spoken about this before, but there's a myth that before Hogan and Bischoff, it was like Mid-South, and it's like TNA was always confused. Always confused. Never knew where it wanted to be.
Always confused.
Like, the wrestling critics always had issues with TNA. Some of the most famous Brian and Vinny reviews are well before Hogan gets there. Like, TNA was weird, dude, and it is still weird. And that's the part of what the project I'm doing is about, is like, TNA is a promotion that feels like there's this kind of gloomy cloud hanging over it. Like, people are leaving, there's concern about other folks, your top stars going. Let's be honest, the show's not getting great critical reviews if they get any coverage at all. But meanwhile, this is the best houses they've done in time. Like, in fact, this is the most successful TNA have ever been as a touring entity, ever. Like, when they toured last time with TV, they had to go back to the Impact Zone immediately because how much money they were losing, So, it's crazy, man. It's wild.
I don't know what to make of it. I'll tell you what, though, Joe, before we get out of here.
Yes.
Even though TNA was always a confused promotion, and there was always like some stupid shit on TNA, I think TNA in that form, not existing now, has crafted a type of fan that I don't like. What I mean by this is today's fan, and this is not a like you guys are spoiled thing, because like if you think like Raw and Dynamite, whatever, like I'll put it like this. Now, if there's a segment someone doesn't like on a wrestling show, it allows them to act like the whole show is just like bad. Now, if there's not a
I do that.
match
I'm not gonna lie. I do
on
that.
a TV, right? There's an issue. Now, if like a wrestler they had to do a job, there's a problem, and like that's totally fine, right? But like I feel like if you were raised on just like AEW Dynamite, it creates a type of fan that like I'll put it to you this way, Joe, and the wrestling I grew up on, right? Like realistically, you literally had to just take the good with the bad, which I mean, obviously, ideally you want just more good, but like, I feel like it keeps wrestling fans humble a little bit. And also it let you appreciate the candy a little bit more, because if Lundrick had a 3.5-star tag on SmackDown, the same SmackDown show that had like, I don't know, JBL's Cabinet having a 20-minute promo or whatever the fuck. You're like, hey man, I got Lundrick having a cool tag, and like that formed your taste and what you liked, and you just kind of tried to. I don't know if I'm articulating my point well.
No, I agree, mate. We're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. I mean, it's gone on it. It's absolutely useless. Like, you could be 5 matches into a tape, and there's 4 good matches and 1 bad one. People go, man, this needs to pick up. It's like we're fucked. It's finished.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, and to me, I'm like, realistically, like between like Raw, Dynamite, Collision most weeks, I won't put SmackDown into this because I just the vibes.
Well, take it easy.
But my point is like most of the first run American wrestling TV right now is like at worst safely competent, and at best like pretty good. And it's like I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like people need to see what like bad Graps TV looked like.
Yeah. The biggest sign of this is when every bad wrestling show is like, oh my god, it's 2000 WCW. No, it's not. Watch 2000.
Nah, yo, you have not. You niggas have not. I said this months ago, Joe. you niggas have not watched WCW 2000 to say that it feels like WCW 2000, son.
Now here's the thing. I feel like it had a balanced version of that. Dave took it all the way the other way. Joe on on a Friday Observer, he framed it like anyone criticizing SmackDown should watch like WCW, and he basically was saying, he said he was like he said that it was the funniest Dave anecdote. He was like, I had a friend of mine who doesn't watch wrestling much these days who checked out SmackDown, and the first thing he told me was, "Wow, like this is how the wrestling is in WWE now. It's so advanced, it's so futuristic." And I was like, "Fuck off, Dave! Like, fuck off, man."
What was he watching? Did he have the wrong channel on or something?
Joe, could you
watching Alba Fire take flatbacks, wetting himself about the evolution of the sport? What's he talking about?
Joe, could you imagine a Lash fan, right, tuning in, and they see like Nia versus Jade versus whoever the fuck was in that 4-way, and just be like, "Man, this is wrestling now? Fuck."
Fascinating. But then that is the other side of it. Like, I'll sometimes have SmackDown on in the background while I'm doing stuff, just so I kind of have a rough idea what's going on in case someone asks me about it on Worldwide or the whole show. And I'll look over and think, with respect, I think a lot of it's really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, I hate that show.
It isn't just that show.
I genuinely.
Hold on, let me see what he's saying.
Go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, all right, there's things on all of the shows I think suck. I just watch that show most closely because I'm working when it's on. So like I have it on, you know? Whereas with Raw, I don't see any of Raw, which is why I'm here on the Raw review.
Yes.
I'll watch some of the shit and I'll go on Cage Match next day and that thing will have like a 6.8 and I just think like, what? To me, we've also lost the ability to go below the like 2.5 floor, you know?
Yes.
So both sides of it are fine. Like, and I thought some of the stuff on SmackDown was fine. Like, I liked the second 4-way with Charlotte and Alexa. I thought was fine. Not necessarily like strong, but I was fine. The finish was cute, and I thought the Cody 4-way was pretty good. That was the best one I thought. All the other 4-way was really bad, and the Wyatts, who I don't, you know, they didn't wrestle in 7 months, but that was a tough night at the office. But I was just watching it and like, I don't know, man. That felt like a show that shouldn't have had a 6 or a 7 on Cage Match to me.
Joe, did you see? I tweeted. I thought SmackDown was very poor and got like people beating my ass.
Right. So it's like both sides of the equation.
Bro. SmackDown fucking sucks, bro. SmackDown fucking stinks, son. Joe. There've been so many times where I'm sitting here on a Friday. I legitimately stopped watching SmackDown live on Twitch. Because it's 9:30, Joe, and this is me. Oh, guys, SmackDown.
You know what else sucks about the show? The vibe just feels so.
It's that mat, bro. It's the mat.
It's not about the
blue mat.
This is how I had to admit it yesterday, Joe. So Sami Zayn is facing Randy in the second round of the King of the Ring. That's a badass matchup, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that. I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. Netflix, Randy, Sammy, 16 minutes. Oh, let me get my wine out. And the graphics at SmackDown, and I wanted to punch a wall. I was like, fuck. Because
sometimes the crowds are good.
No, they're not.
Oh shit, we got
really.
We got another run in.
I have no clue who this is.
Yeah, what's good, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
SmackDown aficionado.
Yeah, right. He's like, I gotta weigh in.
He said, bro, I gotta get this deal.
I think me and Chris watched SmackDown. Yeah, so.
And then in the private chat, Chris says, "Don't bring me up."
He's just on the stage
okay.
now.
He didn't say okay, so he said it before, like he said it after I brought him up. I thought he was here to join.
You know, possibly, Joe, he does that sometimes. Chris just likes hanging out in Gorilla sometimes. It's really interesting.
Bro, I bring him up. I brought him up, and then he immediately after I bring him up, he's like, "Yo, don't bring me up."
Joe, you have a message.
Okay,
you have a message in the private.
I saw that. I'm gonna just in a minute. I'm gonna come off screen and just message Chris in the private chat.
I was gonna say that, like, Joe, like, so I'll leave on this. Like, there is a vibe difference because the women's 4-ways on the Monday TV have this like joyous, inventive, dynamic vibe to them, right? And
yeah, I don't know. I'm not comfortable with this verbiage you use sometimes. You know,
I know, but I'm right. I am right.
Joyous. You go with joyous, you know?
Joe, it was last night. It was Asuka, Stephanie, Ivy, and Raquel, and the fans were so happy that
That would be better, wouldn't it? Obviously, listen to people in the match.
I'm just like it was like a night and day. And then Joe, last week it was Liv, Roxanne, Rhea, and Kyrie. Millions of miles of times better than the Friday Women's Four Ways. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I believe it was better, but I think in those cases you're like greatly you're worrying too much about the vibes and such and not just thinking about who's in the matches, to be honest.
But
I have a message.
the thing is, those matches had like a lot of heat and like chants and like, you know, like celebrations.
I have a message from Chriso. He said ZSJ's fan base is fake as fuck, and he is correct.
Damn. There you go.
Does not exist.
The last thing I want to say before I go, which I said about 20 minutes ago, but I didn't do a show last night, is I think it's very funny that for all of the agendas and things of that nature that he was accused of, I truly believe that Eva is one of the biggest Raw fans in the world that isn't like that doesn't have like a Steve Austin tattoo, you know? Like I think if you were to do a list of the biggest fans of Monday Night Raw in the whole world, I reckon you'd get around 150 deep with just big Vince guys, you know, like but people that really, and then I reckon you'd slot in right there 151, you know, like you'd be boom.
You know what
you love it, mate. You absolutely, it makes it, no one realizes it. You love it. It's a shame.
You know what it is, Joe. You know what sets me apart though? I just tell the truth. Because here's the thing.
You tell your truth, yes.
No, it's not even my truth. Because when the show is like poor, I have a standard, you know. And when the show is poor, I hold it to that. I thought the Mania season TV was awful. And I was very vocal about that. And people kept fucking bombarding me with it. You know, like, why the fuck are you a hater and this and that? And you just dick ride AEW. Why you WWE, blah, 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 blah. But when this show enters strong stretches, it's for various reasons beyond just like this was a good match or that was like a good segment. Like there is a narrative ecosystem that when this thing is rolling.
See, you're doing it again. You're doing it again.
It's real though. But when that exists, I will point it out. You know, I can explain. Here's the thing, Joe. I can explain why a show is good when I think a show is good. You know, whereas like there's people who there is no standard. When the show sucks, like they just pretend it's the exact same way it was when it was good. And this is on both sides of the fence. People do this. You know,
got a lot of fucking AEW fans that was doing the same way WWE fans was doing that during fucking Mania season. They got a lot of AEW fans that would hate you if you were like, if you were like, yo, this Julia Hart shit is like not really that good, or you were like, yo, this Abaddon shit like kind of sucks, and they or like what else? It was just a lot of shit they were just like not allowing you to hate.
I have scholarly conversations with Michael Hamlet, Joe, where we would talk in April about the erosion of the narrative ecosystem of the podcast. I'm serious.
I know you are.
Yeah, we're like the narrative ecosystem has eroded and the mid card is gone, and now we'll talk about just kind of like. You know, the restorative health happening.
Let me be clear. I haven't watched a full episode of Raw in a long time. But so I don't doubt that you're telling the truth or telling your truth. I just wish people knew what it meant to you to watch Raw every Monday night. Well, that's a big part of your life.
That's a bit of a stretch. You know the other part of it is though? You know the other part of it is Joe's aside. It's the only show I catch.
Why do you say I do like what it means to Ibu?
It's I'm telling you, it's what it means to him, dude. The narrative ecosystem, it's fucking important to him, dude.
You know what personally is also, Joe, is I've been off on Mondays for 4 years now. It's the only day off I have where wrestling is live, right? And when I first would watch Raw live again consistently, it was like late stage Vince, and my old thing was to just make fun of it with Kwame. Like that's what we would do. We'd watch Raw, and I'm like, man, what the fuck is Edge doing with the Judgment Day? This is awful, right? But I guess what I'm getting at is it turned into the show where it has a lot of my favorites: Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, you know, Gunther, Chad Gable, you know, and it just turned into that show. And thankfully, for generally most of the last 2.5 to 3 years, it has been a good television show. But would this relationship change had I have different days off? Yeah, I think I'd be just the Dynamite guy if I was off on Wednesdays. I do think this.
Yeah.
I do believe this.
Sometimes you lie to me though, as a friend. So, for example, around 38 minutes ago,
Yeah.
Ibu said a lie that some people would let slide. I personally don't. He told me that AJ Styles beat JD McDonough in 6 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 6 minutes. How long was it?
10 minutes and 38 seconds for that one, Rob.
It was
You hear
10
that?
minutes. That match is 10 minutes, bro.
All right, listen. You know, when you factor in commercials, Joe, there's no way that was 10 minutes.
Look, bro, I'm just looking. I'm a big cage match guy. You know this about me. So,
What does Cage Man have the main event at?
what rating?
Yeah.
What time? It has a 7.75, 17-minute match.
It's a really good match.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you guys talk about all this stuff. I might just
you're not going to, but I'll let you go.
I may just come off screen and then
not.
I can return if I feel the need to talk about like FCW or something. All right, Rob, feel free to take me off and then I'll maybe come back later. Goodbye, everyone.
Take care, Joe.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh damn!
Yo.
He left right before I asked him to brought up. Oh, he's still here. Yo, to Joe's point of Ibu loving Raw with all his heart and all his passion and all his fire. This nigga Ibu, he will find every way to defend Raw or to defend something WWE. It's not like, yo, someone in our chat would be like, yeah, that shit fucking sucked. That was pretty bad, blah, blah, blah. And Evil would just be like, well, you know, I thought it was very heated and it's set up to next blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, my nigga, you didn't have to give your opinion on this. You just wanted to defend
Wait, Chris,
the
best
Hold on,
example
wait. No, now I have to pause. Joe, because you know what happened?
Yeah.
This guy AO was like, every WWE clip I see on my timeline is someone running out in a match. And then Ash is like, yeah, that main event shit. No, I said something like, so what happened in the main event? What are people talking about? And I said in the main event 4-way, Braun, Sammy, and Penta got involved, and in the post-match there was a Cody and Seth standoff. And then Ash is like, this is like House of Torture. It's no worse than House of Torture. The only difference is like the logo or whatever. And I was like, Joe, I have to push back on this. I said, no. I said, these staggered runouts were high.
The thing is, though, you don't have to push back on it. You don't have to. You have to.
No. Yo,
So the reason why I got passionate about that specifically is I was talking in the chat. I said, runouts and babyface saves have been a staple of American wrestling television for over 40 years. There are good runouts and there are bad runouts.
Bro, start making a documentary.
I bring a fucking wrestling encyclopedia when it fucking benefits them. No, nigga, you don't have to. You don't have to fucking go through the history of USA wrestling.
and Joe, you know what I used to try to break this down. I'm like, guys, Dynamite got better when they assembled a fortress of baby faces to fight against the Death Riders on these TVs. That's what's built these TVs recently. And I was explaining to them, I'm like Russo fucking poisoned the well on the perception of runouts. And I said,
now it's Russo's fault. Now it's
Russo.
It always comes back to Russo.
And I'm like, listen, the Russo runouts, AAA, how TNA would do it, this and that. I'm like, yeah, that's not good, but there's such things as good and bad runouts. And at the end of this whole thing, they're all like, yeah, fuck off, Ibu, it's House of Torture. And I'm just like, all right.
Yo, the
best part of all this, Joe, I was the only one in this entire conversation that watched the main event match.
Of course, that's
the best part. Yeah,
that's why you engaging in this is the dumbest part of all of it. You have nothing insightful to say.
None of them have seen this match at all. They're like, yeah, this is some House of Torture fucking bullshit.
This is now a Raw review show in which the guy who likes Raw is being like bullied about it for some reason. I don't know why. I apologize. I'm going to let you go. All right, I'm going now. Honestly, goodbye, everyone.
Yo,
my favorite.
It's not that you defend the WWE stuff. You have the right to defend yourself. It's the way you defend it. It feels like you're like a fucking white knight to defend certain stuff that everyone else hates. Like in our group chat specifically.
Y'all are uninformed trolls half the time. Like y'all are uninformed trolls that try to rage bait me.
The funniest.
The
The funniest shit is when when like we're watching the Money in the Bank in Discord, right? And everybody watching the Money in the Bank is like, "Yo, this is horrible." Like even I'm trying, like I'm deafening up to try to like not let like them being like, "Yo, this is horrible," like affect my experience of it, but like nothing's happening. I'm just like, "Yeah, this sucks." And I go in the timeline and I check the timeline. Ibu's like, "Yo, this rules. Like this is the greatest thing ever." And I'm like, "Wait, what?
I did not
Like
say this.
what the hell?" I was like, "Yo,
It
did I
just-
watch the same thing?"
What's funny about like the different online ecosystems, and like this is so in the weeds now. And now we're pulling the curtain and we're getting in the weeds. But what makes this all funny, guys, and Chris, I'm sure you see this somewhat, is like how the Jones hate me, and the Jones think I'm like fucking Satan, and I just hate. Someone was like, "We get it. You have a hate boner for Triple H and WWE. We get it. Stop covering it." And like that's how they see me, right? And then like in our group chat, Chris is like, "Oh, we get it, Raw guy. Like we fucking get it. Fucking Raw dick glazing. Fucking I'm like, all I'm saying is it was a good match. What do you want?
Oh.
It's just
Y'all,
like you defend WWE more than Rob. And that's the problem.
That's because Rob is on Xanax. He's not the
Yo,
Bro,
Rob
I don't
is-
care. No, because the thing is, bro,
is
the
a
thing is, bro,
fucking-
90%.
Yo, Robbie
Yo, you know,
catatonic
you
at
know,
the time
you know the
nowadays. I'm
biggest.
like-
Oh, you know the biggest like thing that let me know that they like troll half the time. They said some shit about EO 2 weeks ago, and I say, yo, like they're clearly capping about this right now. Like this is like the worst, like not even like the worst troll, but like the shit they were saying. I was like, yo, they never say this. And then Ibu came in the group chat and fell for it, and I was like, no fucking way.
Are
I was like, yeah, no.
Are you talking about when they were like shitting on Io Sky?
Yeah, when they were like, yo, EO's not that good anymore, man. Like,
Bro,
when was
like,
the
what
last
the
time she had a
fuck,
good match?
bro?
You were like, what the fuck? Like,
Bro,
what are you talking about?
These
And I
people
was
will come in
like,
these
"Ew,
chats,
come on."
guys, and they'll say things like Io Sky is bad. Gunther is bad. Like this guy's I'm like, what are you guys talking
Man,
about?
bro, you know why I don't care though? I'm just like, man, I don't care. Cause like, man, I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. You know,
It's just
unless I don't enjoy something, and I'm making it everybody's problem.
what makes all this doubly funny is I only like one WWE show at the moment. But
that's not true.
it is true. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? I'm reading the chat here. I'm catching up on some of these chats. Austin
That shit
said
was
he
funny
was
as
always
fuck.
accusing someone of being under the influence. It's a tightrope, boo boo. And Keelan North said, anytime Evo says this has great heat and nothing else, that shit's getting banned. You know what's another thing these assholes fucking do? Is the thing is, even though Chris is saying this, I let y'all get your shit off. I don't really like sell because like who cares really? I actually don't care, right? But what happens is I'll tweet a thing on the timeline, not in the chat, on the timeline. They'll bring my take into the chat to then like attack me. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like they'll be in the chat like this match is awful, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. I'll tweet like, yeah, that was a really heated good match, you know, and they'll bring it in like, what the fuck, Ebu? And I'm like, I'm not like, bro, I'm not bothering anybody, man. God damn. So
I mean, I have you muted, Ebu, so I don't even be doing that no more.
well, there you go.
I used to unmute you just to just to see what you thought about Dynamite, but I don't do that no more. You're gonna be unmuted. You're gonna be muted until you give me a reason not to have you muted. I can't lie.
Chris, you know what's the funny thing about Chris? He always tells me why I'm muted, as if I'm supposed to care or like adjust.
You do. Yo, last time I told you like, yo, please. Just
Yeah, he
unmute me,
got
bro.
mad as fuck. He did get
Nigga, you got mad as fuck. I got a mute. I was like, yo,
No,
calm down. We're
I don't
still
give a
friends,
fuck,
buddy.
Chris. Like, I don't.
No. You were really upset.
No,
You were
Chris.
really upset.
Every fucking 3 months, yo, I got you muted. You know that? I'm like, bro, okay, I don't fucking care. Like, I really.
Yo, I told Rob I had a muted one time and he crashed out on me, bro. I was like, yeah.
No, that's not what happened. No. He said some other shit. He said he basically told me he had me muted, but it was some other shit. And I was like, nigga, I don't care, nigga. I was like, okay, like what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
care.
I got you and Peach both muted, bro. And he went on a 5-minute tangent about why I was certain words I can't say, and you know.
It just, I don't know. What makes all of this funny again is like, I'm getting attacked for thinking a relatively good show is good. It's like, I don't get it, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I
Let's get
actually
into
talked
WWE,
about
man.
what?
what? Nothing. Never mind. I'm gonna go back. Who back? Fuck. Who backstage, bro?
It's just funny, man.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go to the super chats.
Shout out to WWE, man. Good. You know, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. You know, a lot of times they're in between. But
It's just fun. Like, guys, I want everyone to know when like WWE signs a free agent, for example, right? Rob is the one in the chats going like, "Let's fucking go!"
yeah, bro. But then I like,
and I get stomped out. When I'm like indifferent. Like, here's a good example. When they got Brian May, I didn't give a shit. I didn't give two shits. Right?
I didn't give a shit either.
Nah,
What
Rob,
the
you were
fuck?
geeked. Rob, you were geeked as shit.
No, I was not. No, I was not.
You were so excited.
No, I was not.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo, niggas could attest. I was not geeked. I was on here and in live streams talking about yo, exactly, Chris. Exactly, Chris.
What are you talking about?
You're not gonna lie on Rob. Rob was not hyped. You're a liar. Rob was not hyped for Mariah May.
Rob, you wasn't geek, Rob.
Right.
You wasn't geek, Rob.
No, I said, son, I've seen this lady have a world title reign, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty. Her promos sucked.
Someone
not that much better.
Someone in the chat, Rafael De La Rosa said, "I saw Eva calling Rusev the crown jewel of all the AEW signings, and I had to log off for the night." Nigga, I'm right. Who the fuck? I'm saying, like, it's not crazy. Hey, hold on, Rafael. Who the fuck would it be if it's not Rusev?
Ricky Strokes.
All right, bro. Because
that's not your man's.
Wait, like, serious question. How has he been in WWE? Because I don't hear shit from nobody about this nigga. What is he doing?
He's neither like notably good or bad. He's just
does he wrestle?
He just has 3.25 quarters with Ethan Page.
Yo, bro, I don't want to be like that, but niggas.
I'll put it to you like this, Chris. I'll put it to you like this. My opinion is, he has not shown anything in NXT to indicate whether he actually is the star he thinks he is, or he's like a bad wrestler. That's why, to me, I'm like, bro, let's just rip the Band-Aid off, call him up and shit or get off the pot. Call him up and let's see if this guy's a star, and see if he's everything he said he is. Because this NXT run doesn't achieve anything. Like, what am I gaining from watching him have like competent matches with Ethan Page? Can we find out if this guy is actually like that? Because that's what he feels that he's like that. Okay. Get him on Raw and put him across the ring from fucking Seth Rollins or whoever the fuck.
What makes Rusev the crown jewel though? Because
he's the best wrestler. He's the best. Okay, not counting Penta, because Penta's a legitimate star now.
Oh, you can't say not count Penta. He's an AEW guy.
Well, because what I meant by the AEW Hall is like
the release guys. Well, he was released.
The Guantanamo Bay niggas.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, bro.
What about Phoenix, big bro?
Smokes Phoenix. It's not even close. Rob got off screen. Rob got off screen.
Oh no.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Penta's been fantastic, legitimately. But the Guantanamo Bay dudes, bro, these niggas, these fans, like, no offense, guys. Right? Malachi or Aleister Black does a couple spin kicks and flips, right? And people do this thing every week now. We're like, man, he really didn't care in AEW. Where was this in AEW? I'm like, brother, he's doing the same shit he did there. He just does a slow version of the offense he used to do in 2018. This is not anything different. He wasn't doing headlocks in AEW. He just did a slow version.
And I can't lie, y'all. I have a truth to tell. When Malachi and Carmelo Hayes had that match, I texted Ibu and I was like, hey, man. I texted Ibu and I was like, hey, man. Malachi might be back.
Right. And my point is, yeah, Javo made a good point. Niggas was celebrating Malachi running the ropes against The Miz. It was very like over the top, right? And
oh my God,
to me, like, he's been squarely fine, right? And okay, that's fine. I knew what he was coming in, right? Ricky Starks, we don't know yet. Miro has the highest upside because he's the best wrestler. And last night I felt so vindicated because WWE fans, for whatever reason, like, they don't put respect on this nigga's name. And last night he's fucking going toe to toe, going off with the elbows and the short arm lariats and the slams with Sheamus. And to me, I'm like, yes, this is the guy I can visualize on a pay-per-view having title matches with people like Gunther. He's that dude. His
Is he
problem has
over?
never been his. What's up?
Is he over?
The crowd is. He was the last night was the most over he was. Big Rusev Day chants, big just chants for him and Sheamus. And
But that's the thing. That's the thing with a lot of WWE guys right now, though, is like they're not over when their music hits. Like they're not that over when their music hits, but when they're doing cool shit in the ring, like Rusev was doing last night, then the crowd starts like getting
Ryan dismissing this shit. He said, "Yeah, because Sheamus makes everyone look good." Bro, bro. No, well, yes, but no.
He's like a lot of you niggas.
Miro's problem was not his ability, because I think he's still the greatest TNT champion ever. His problem is that he's insane.
Slow down.
He's insane, and he had ego problems in AEW and didn't want to do jobs. It was a character issue. It was not a wrestling issue. And my stance the entire time is if he can have his head on straight, he will be great. And we saw a bit of it last night. So we'll see how that continues.
Did he win the forward?
What's up?
Did he win his forward?
Nah. Jay Uso won. So it's going to be Jay and Cody in round 2. It's going to be Randy and Sammy in round 2. Winners face each other in Saudi for a shot at a world title at SummerSlam. Rob,
God damn, this all friends tournament.
I'm crying. Rob, who wins these semifinals? Are we getting
Cody?
Are we getting Cody Randy? Are we getting Cody Sammy? Are we getting
Cody Sammy?
You don't think Jay makes it to the finals?
I do not think Jay makes it to the final. No.
You do think it's gonna be
they could do Jay Sammy. They could do Jay Sammy. But I don't see Cody losing this, bro.
They're definitely not doing Jay Randy. That makes no sense. It's either going to be Jay Sammy or Cody Sammy, Cody Randy. One of those 3 matches. So we'll see.
What does winner get? A world title shot?
World title shot at SummerSlam.
All right, Gunther, Jay's not winning. He's not getting another title shot.
Yeah, that's not happening. So
Randy, no, because you already faced Cena and Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy could face Gunther, obviously, and
Yes.
Cody could face Cena.
Yes.
Or we could go to the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, where Cody faces Gunther. He holds the belt until Mania. Him, John Cena, both the belts. Let's go.
No, they're not doing that.
Yes, we
That
are.
would be hard. That would be hard.
Like Yakuza said, Sammy versus Cody is a Raw SmackDown final. Yeah, I think they might want to do one from each brand. I think I'd like them to do Sammy Cody, but you know what I also could see, chat? They've been holding off Randy versus Cody, and the reason they've delayed that match is because WWE have decided Randy's too over as a babyface to turn him. And a tournament final presents them with the rare opportunity to do this match without having to turn Randy heel. So I could see them saying, all right, let's finally pull the trigger on Randy Cody, because we can finally do it here and have stakes, and he doesn't have to be a bad guy. I could see that. So,
Yo, can any new guys get a shot at this in this fucking company, bro?
No.
Like, can anyone get a shot,
No.
bro? It's the same
No.
4 niggas all the time.
No.
Sammy, Jay, fucking Cody, Randy.
Yo.
Why didn't Braun Breaker, was he in this tournament?
yes.
Oh, he lost against Sammy in the Sammy match.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, bro. Like, obviously, I'm not like a watcher, so I'm like, I don't care that much. But just for like the landscape of wrestling, like, Penta couldn't have won. Fucking Braun Breaker couldn't have won. Even like someone like who's been a world champion, but hasn't been there, like Sheamus. Like, you could do Sheamus versus Gunther and Saudi. People love those series of matches.
What's funny, Chris, is I was gonna say, like, they're using certain, new, I won't say young, but new guys, relatively speaking. But like the pace with which they get like really moved up the card is really like delayed, and it's almost New Japan like how they just like drag their feet with people. The best chance of a new person ascending is the women's side, because Asuka's facing Alexa in one side, but on the other side,
Oh my god, that sounds whoa.
on the other side, they're doing Roxanne and Jade Cargill. And Roxanne could be someone that they do. Lyra last year made it to the finals, and that was meant to be her first big push coming out of the NXT. And Roxanne could do the similar. She could also make it to the finals. I don't think she will. I think Jade Cargill's winning the women's tournament, personally.
That's tragic. No, Black, because I don't mean guys who won the world championship. I just mean guys who are always in the top main event positioning. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna like AEW kind of has the same problem, even though Hangman winning is like what should happen. But
they are doing the Fed is doing a solid job with elevating the ladies, though. Like,
yeah, I mean, the women are cool. I got a hot take that I feel like shouldn't be a hot take.
Okay.
About some women in WWE.
Okay.
Roxanne to me is like so much better than Stephanie Vaquer. Like so much better.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Is it? Like, it shouldn't be though. Like,
I don't.
Obviously, Stephanie got the push because like
she has a
was
star
like
presence.
She doesn't. She has a star presence, and like she was like. I mean, I can't even say it's a bidding word. Stephanie was like, yes, sir. This came, so it wasn't even a bidding word, but like, he was like a huge contract signing. Roxanne was more like an indie prospect that they picked up. But like, if she can get like good on the bike, Roxanne, then I feel like she's like AJ Lee if she was good at wrestling. You know what I mean?
I like Roxanne. I'll say this about Roxanne, Chris. She can work with anybody, and she can carry bad wrestlers. I've seen her do it. I've seen her have good matches with bad wrestlers.
She's gonna have to.
No comment.
What you say about AJ Lee, Chris?
Anyways, my point is she's very valuable in that way. And Joe has said this before that like she's probably gonna be someone that they end up like going like they can always use her as the person who's just reliable, right? Stephanie is like the outward star, you know, and I think Stephanie's a very
she
good
over
wrestler.
on the main roster, Stephanie?
As fuck,
like,
Chris. Like she's almost Rhea Ripley over.
What about Julia? What about Julia?
See, you know what's nasty about this, Chris? You knew the answer to the Stephanie thing. It was just a setup. It was just to set up this Julia. That's so crazy, bro. He knew. He did that just a full counter into Julia.
Yeah, I'll be the Julia hater since she had a fucking low cut, nigga.
Like
WWE, like their women's division is like it's their division itself is like good or booked well. I don't know. I don't watch, but the women they have are like amazing. Like I said this in Discord. I would trade like male superstars in AEW for Lyra Valkyrie. Like male superstars.
She's a fucking monster, bro. She's a fucking yo, Chris, because you don't like Becky Lynch, and you were watching Lyra have the match she had with Becky, and you were like, dog.
She carried her to a good match, man.
Lyra's
and you gave Becky all the fucking credit, by the way. You gave her all the fucking. That was crazy. Dude, I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro.
Yo, you a piece of shit, son. Like, real life piece of shit.
Hey, man. Jay White. You think you would trade Jay White for Lyra straight up?
Yo, I would.
I feel like WWE would. I know they wouldn't.
Nigga, if I was AEW, I would trade Jay. I would trade Jay and the Guns for Lyra.
Yo, you would have the whole fucking Bullet Club gold.
Yeah, bro, Lyra versus Mercedes, Lyra versus yeah, I'd do it. I'd fucking do it.
Bro, do you think WWE would?
No,
like they're no. I think they would. I think they. I don't know.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Maybe Jay White. Isn't Triple H like infatuated with Jay White?
Him and Regal think he's awesome, but like they're not horny for him the way they were 2 years ago. You know.
Nah, I feel like TK would force him to do it, bro.
You know what's a good buy low deal that AEW would do if wrestling trades were real?
What?
Ivy Nile right now, you could get
I'm good, bro.
Nah, bro, you can get her for a draft pick. I'd fucking do it. Ivy Nile is so solid. Bro, you could get her for a draft pick right now. But like I would fucking do that.
Is she actually like? Cause I do see niggas now be like, "Oh,
she's awesome,
like,
bro."
Is she?
No, she rules,
awesome,
bro. Yeah, she rules.
I've never seen a full match of hers ever.
Bro, she's a sick wrestler, bro. With more reps, she'll be like fucking actively great. I trade a first rounder for Ivy.
First rounder is crazy though.
No, I
Rounder,
would.
that's like someone who can come in and be like a first round pick is like someone who can come in and like instantly help the product. Can Nyla come into? Can she come into fucking AEW instantly? Help
the
instantly,
bro. If you threw Ivy right now against Queen Aminata and gave him like 9 minutes, they're having a 3.5 star match.
You know, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, they would. Aminata and Ivy now would have a 9-minute, 3.5 star match right now on Dynamite.
No, so, you know what would be a fire idea? We might have to save this for the self-made channel. Or Discord. We should have we should do like a stream or a video or whatever where certain niggas will represent certain companies.
A promotion, and we do trades.
Like a promotion. And like we fucking set up all these trades, and you know, you can. That shit would be fire.
Hey man, I'll set it up. I'll set it up on
Chris,
2K.
Chris, right now we'll do one sample trade, right? I'll be the trade. You'll be AEW, right? All right, Chris. I'm Paul Levesque here. Hey, what can I? How can I get? Let me think of somebody. Who's someone AEW would be willing to trade? I want MJF. What do you want?
All right, well, MJF's one of our, final pieces of our division. I don't, it might have to take I'm gonna need good compensation, Paul, but we can work something out. If you can give me a counter offer.
The voice is smoking me.
Look, look, kid. I talked to Nick. And look, MJF is a big guy who could really help with what we do. And
what do we do?
I watch his promos and I'm just like, wow, So I'm thinking maybe a draft pick, and we'll throw you Austin Theory. What do you think?
Well, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do a draft pick in Austin Theory. I need at least 2 draft picks. And then I need
This is
you're gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna need Braun Breaker if you want MJ. I'm gonna need Braun Breaker.
Chris, this is where I hang up the phone. Braun Breaker for MJ. Yo, you would have to be high on fucking PC. But by the way, if I'm AEW, that is one of the first guys I target is Braun Breaker.
Yo, I think I could get you into trading Braun Breaker. Maybe not for MJF straight up, but I think I can get you to trade for Braun Breaker.
Who are you giving me?
I bet. I will give you.
Okay.
Jay White.
Go fuck yourself.
No, I'll give you more people.
Yo, you heard Jay White say, "Yo, you dead ass."
Jay White, just this way.
Okay.
FTR. I know you love, you're strong in your divisions, so I'll throw you Athena.
Oh!
I'll tell you Athena, Jay White, and who else did I give you? Fucking FTR for Braun Breaker.
Can I get Kevin Knight?
No, fuck no, nigga, fuck out of here.
No, fuck no.
You know
he's not getting
what Chris trick is though? He's dumping niggas off that aren't doing shit on Dynamite anyway. So,
hey man, it happens.
Braun is listen, man. Give me Bandito, bro.
No, nigga, no, you're not getting Bandito.
Give me Bandito, my nigga.
If you want a luchador, you can have Roosh.
All right, to the WWE niggas in the chat, would you make this trade? Would you give away Braun Breaker for FTR, Jay White, and Athena?
Hold on.
Joseph, put me in.
Hold on. Joe's back. Hold on.
I know I don't watch this stuff closely. Have I missed something with the Braun Breaker? Like, has there been a chapter he's been having classic matches or something? What are we talking about here?
Joe,
are you good, dude?
Joe, he's been incredible on TV recently.
Okay, sure. You just got like a crazy and a minute ago. By the way, look, I'm not here for propaganda.
Oh my god!
Seeing
MJF disrespect like on this platform, the house he built, that's fucking crazy, bro.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
What was the proposed MJF trade again? It was
just MJF for Braun Breaker straight up.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm hanging the phone up, but chill out, take it easy, study the tape a little bit, all right?
Joe, Braun Breaker in the last month.
He's Seth Rollins' backup dancer, bro. Chill.
No, he's not.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman has been main event at Wembley Stadium,
Yo, you know
Joe-
MJF has a higher ceiling in WWE than Braun Breaker, right?
Talk
No,
to.
Like,
No,
first of all, he has a higher ceiling in both companies, to be honest. MJF.
Braun gets
Mm.
Joe. Now Braun gets monster pops in the runouts. He is he's an infusion of energy that you don't.
What
get
is he
any
better at than Maxwell Jacob Friedman?
Physical charisma and fire and intensity.
I don't know about firing. Physical charisma, no.
Yes.
No.
Man, I
No,
don't know.
like-
I think you need to check your DMs, bro. You're way out of whack on this. This is crazy. I don't know.
I like. Listen, Max is a better wrestler, a better promo, and a bigger name. He's all of those things.
Okay.
You know. So you would think you'd make that deal when one guy is a better promo.
guy for everything.
No, he's better.
No,
He's a
you cannot
bigger
have it.
star, a better promo, and a better worker. Yes, but there's something so uniquely explosive and dynamic about this kid. I wouldn't trade him for very.
I don't know, man. That felt like it felt like you were getting carried away there.
No, it's not. Joe, you don't understand. See, it looks like a good haul. Jay White, FTR, and Athena. That looks like a great haul, and it is a great haul. But you know when you're like on the team you're on the phone with another team, right? And you feel like, is there something they know that I don't know? Why are you getting rid of all these assets? You know what I mean? It's like, can I get the medicals on some of these people?
Nah,
Please?
you're correct. No, because if you they'd only work once every 6 weeks. They're going to be on Raw. They'll be fine. I'm telling you, you're out. You're crazy on this one. I'm telling you. I think Braun Breaker, the way he wrestles, firstly, I see people talking about longevity in the chat. Dude, we need to see if Braun can physically work the way he works to have longevity. He does shoot spears on TV, dude. Like, it's awesome to look at.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Joe.
It's awesome to look at, but like, I don't know. I think you're
Braun
I think you're being moved by gifts and such, bro. You need to
You know
take it
what?
easy.
Joe has persuaded me. I'm rescinding my trade.
You know what? So Joe, you're my advisor. Rob, you're Chris's advisor.
That brother cannot
All right, so-
is not gonna be able to stand in 3 years.
Joe, I'm walking back into the office. I'm talking to you. I'm like, hey, so I just turned down Braun Breaker for FTR, Jay White, and Athena. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Look, man, I'm just saying, when we're on the red carpet with Max and when he's getting his Oscar, you're gonna be waiting for Braun to get back in the ball game, watching Steiner tapes. That's what I'm saying. But I digress.
It is funny though.
Max has been in like movies, bro. I'm not talking about. He was in. I know it was like 5 seconds, but he was in Iron Claw. He's gonna have a sizable role in this new Happy Gilmore movie. Like, is he not what WWE wants?
Legit, like all bits aside, because a lot of this I'm fucking around. I do think we actually do take for granted the things Max has done at this point in his career. He's still very young. He's had a crazy career for real.
29. I know.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen, I like Max a lot, like, you know, personally, and
We all
as a
do,
wrestler.
yeah.
It's kind of his fault sometimes, you know, with the stuff he wants to
Well,
do.
let's not get into that, Chris. It's a different show for that guy.
All right, you know, Chris, let's try this deal, Chris. I'm Paul Levesque. I'm running WWF. Chris, what's it gonna take for Will Ospreay?
Ospreay?
Yeah.
I need Cody Rhodes.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
No, that's just the baseline, bro. Like, speaking of younger, I need Cody. And, you know, throw in Roxanne.
All right.
And then two first-round draft picks, too.
Fuck that deal. Okay. Chris, let's do a more interesting one. Let's say, Chris, this is like a year from now, right? Where, like, this guy that I'm asking for has done a lot more of what he's set out to do in AEW. He's accomplished everything that he's needed to. This is a year from now, Chris. Eye emoji. Swerve. Give me Swerve. What do you want for Swerve?
You're so nasty because you know what you're doing. That is,
That's crazy.
you know exactly what you're doing. That's a tremendous tactical play. Respect.
It's a year from now. You know, he's done.
Chris is already ready to trade, bro. He's ready.
I mean,
he's done. Listen,
Yo, Chris was looking at the shooting splits last week, going, it's time.
listen, Chris.
Hey man, Chris, I can't lie. I'm not taking that deal.
yo, that's a
I'm
nasty
not
trade
taking that
because
deal.
I've been kind of down on Swerve recently, so let me get. But I'm still gonna get the house Swerve. Let me get this. Let me get.
No. Chris. He's already done the Hangman reconciliation.
I
side.
still need a house, nigga. What?
I need Javon Evans.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I need it. You get it, nigga. I get
Nigga,
it,
what you mean?
I
Get the
need
fuck
Javon
out of here,
Evans.
nigga.
get the
That's
nigga out
Javon, nigga.
I
That's
need
Javon, nigga. What the fuck you mean? Get out of here.
Yo, listen. I only want 3 niggas: Javon Evans, Roxanne, and Lyra, and you can have Swerve.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, Joe. You know, honestly,
Crazy.
what's
You know
a
what a
fair-
blockbuster trade is, nigga? I mean,
Oh,
I need something.
Chris, I'm not doing Roxanne. I'll give you. How about this? I'll give you Javon Evans. I'll give you Javon Evans and the Creeds.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
Hold on.
Step it up.
Hold on.
If you give me Swerve Strickland,
Chris, don't be fooled by that Creeds thing, bro.
Yo, their value has never been lower.
It's a warehouse thing, dude. Don't worry.
Wait,
about it.
no.
Right. Their value has never been lower, you boo.
It's never been lower. It's never been lower.
It's never been lower in the history
Javon,
of
shut up,
the
everybody.
attack.
Javon and the Creeds. You give me, Chris. You give me
It's not crazy.
Swerve Strickland. Hold on, Rob. Shut up. Swerve Strickland
What the fuck?
and Chris Statlander.
Fuck no! What? What is the problem?
Fuck no, baby.
What is
What?
happening here?
What is your
baby?
problem? Nigga, I need Roman Reigns for Chris Statlander.
That was really insulting.
About to
That was-
say what?
You
Nigga,
know what?
the
Actually,
fuck?
I-
Somebody.
I got a funny one. Chris, what do you want for Roman?
Yo,
What do you want for Roman?
you can have
So-
Swerve. You can have Swerve.
Yeah.
And
Bro, Swerve. That was so quick. That's crazy.
He said
Take
shit,
that,
nigga.
you can have
Yeah,
Swerve
get that nigga out of here.
and all the Death Riders. That means Moxley. You can see you lose Roman, but Moxley slots right in.
Yeah, no, it's your guy.
Moxley
It's your
slots right
guy.
into what you're doing.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Swerve and the Death Riders. give me a pick, and give me fucking. I need a guy with upside who is pushed as a mid carder right now.
You're not getting Kevin Nice, so don't even ask
Johnson.
somebody.
Lee Johnson, bro.
Yeah, you can have Lee Johnson.
Chris, like, hell.
You can have Lee Johnson.
Give me
Daniel Garcia. You can have Daniel Garcia. You can have Daniel Garcia.
Oh, fuck.
Can I get Paragon? Give me Paragon.
Oh, you can't have Rodney back, but you can have the other two.
Wait, I can't have O'Reilly. You said
You can have O'Reilly, even though I like Kyle. You can have O'Reilly and Cole. And you can keep the
okay.
name.
So for Roman Reigns, you give me Swerve Strickland, Daniel Garcia, the entire Death Riders, and Kyle O'Reilly. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Deal.
Let's go. We drawing houses.
Roman Reigns. He said we're drawing houses. Low key, I will say, people are going to think that's an insane trade. If Roman is the draw people purport him to be, this does mean now AEW can run basketball arenas again. In theory.
But Roman Dynamite would do a milli every single week if he is on.
Yes, that's a shoot. Like that's not like it's not a joke.
Dokomoy said the rare trade where both sides lose.
I think
Roman Reigns was doing like $3 million for 3 months. Nigga, what are you talking
we're taking
about?
this chance from a wrestling aspect. I'm seeing this as a business model. We're getting the biggest draw since prime John Cena.
Joe, legitimately, if you were Tony Khan and trades existed, right? What would you give? What would you legitimately give up for Roman Reigns right now on the spot? And here's the thing: you're getting Roman for most weeks.
Here's the key.
He comes with Paul Heyman.
Oh my god!
You gotta be careful. If you're the GM, though, you gotta be careful trading for Paul Heyman because he's gonna take your job. So
That's true.
Exactly.
The
Like
key
he's gonna
is
try
you
to get in there.
You communicate with Roman, and you figure out how much he dislikes Paul Levesque. And if it's a lot, you then try and figure out how motivated he is to change the game. Okay. If he's motivated and he's in shoot interview mode, anyone can go for Big Rome, right? You got to make if he can make one Wednesday every 2 weeks, he's changing our business model.
Yeah.
I got one for you, Chris. This is next year. All right. So
That's true. You're not getting Hangman, but go on.
Osprey and Omega for The Rock.
No.
for Final Boss
The
Rock.
Rock.
No, what the fuck is your
The
problem?
Rock gets traded to AEW.
Do we get TKO if we get the Rock?
The Rock. The Rock shows up to Collision.
Ospreay and Omega for the Rock.
That's like he's like 50, right?
All right, Chris, you get full-time Final Boss Rock in the mode he was in 2024. You gotta give me Willow, Chris, and the Mercedes. Would you do it, Joe?
No, I wouldn't.
Not Willow. Willow should be the face of the
Willow,
company.
yeah. Not Willow.
She should be the face of the company.
Chris, Mercedes, and
Like for like, bro. We'll give you Copeland. Legend for legend, Evo. Can't do any fairer than that. Legend for legend.
Yo, Chris, I got one for you. Chris, Ethan Page for Adam Copeland. You making that deal?
Yes. Yeah, we won't even use Ethan Page. Just get that nigga Copeland out of my company.
Oh.
Chris Copeland for a second rounder. You making a deal?
Yes. You can have the Christian too.
Yo, Chris, give me Nick Wayne, and we'll give you Nick Wayne.
Okay, think about this here, Chris.
And
I
we'll
like
give,
Nick Wayne a lot. I like him a lot.
I'll give you Laney Reed from NXT.
I don't know who that is, so no. You're making up names. See if I would fall for him, nigga. No,
No, that's a real person. That's a real person.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
It's a girl in NXT who just started up. She's decent, kind of.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Nick Wayne for Apollo Crews.
Oh,
No, that's Uha.
does he have his knees back?
Yes.
Rob said
Okay.
that's too hard.
That's Uha.
Hey man, y'all can see. Hey,
I mean, he
man.
never lost his knees. I don't think, right?
Something's wrong with him.
Yo, Chris,
It's been 10 years though, to be fair.
Chris, would you trade Swerve for Sheamus?
No.
Wait for who?
Sheamus.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, bro. I mean, like,
No,
I
that would
love
be
Sheamus,
insane,
but
bro.
Sheamus, you can find guys to throw good forearms and chops. You know?
yeah.
No,
like,
Joe, I saw him last night. It kind of reminded me, like, we need to respect this guy a little bit more.
He's great.
No,
He can shoot
I mean,
the ball. But,
Yes.
Could he be world champion in
No.
AEW?
No.
Then no.
yeah,
No,
exactly. You
no.
can't switch out Swerve.
Give me Pac, Chris.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. Well,
Let's see what
Yo,
you're
come
giving us.
on.
What you about to give me?
Let's go, nigga. What we get? What we get?
All right. Give me Pac.
Okay.
I'll give you Nia Jax.
No. Oh, whoa, hold on.
bro, what the
Can I send her to Japan for like a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned on the Ajicon. I'll take that deal. We learned on the Aja, nigga. Yeah,
That's a good deal, nigga. That's a good deal.
There's no way that's a good deal. Come on.
I mean, have you seen the last pack match?
I'm not like most girls.
Oh my god, bro. That's fucking
Good
crazy.
deal,
So,
nigga.
so
Hey.
here's the key: you got to get guys that currently fucking suck, but you're just hoping privately that with the right PT and clear head, they can just shake the cobwebs off.
Not like most girls.
I don't know, man. It's still Pac, But
I like Pac, but what he's doing nowadays, oh my god.
All right, Chris.
Oh my god, get that away from me.
Chris, give me Orange Cassidy.
For what? give me
Orange Cassidy for Finn Balor.
No.
so yeah, that's an interesting one because I do think I think there's a world in which a change of scenery unlocks Finn, but I don't know if it's a world that's like we're likely to live in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like Prince Devitt a lot, but like even when he was Prince Devitt, I didn't love him or anything.
yeah. I do wonder with Orange, like what is there left?
There's
He's
nothing.
a
That's
great
what I'm
pro
saying.
wrestler, but like
I mean,
what is
he
there
was
left
still-
to do?
Can he still win the title
Or is that shit pass?
I think the ship has sailed.
Chris, we could bring the Good Brothers in with Ferg too. You know,
Oh my god, hold on.
I'll get them on a minimum vet for you, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey.
They're good locker room guys,
my
Chris.
God. Come on.
It's fucking rim protection.
You know,
blow some
I will
shots.
take that, but we need talking shop on AEW platform.
Oh, we
need
could-
it on
we could
Max.
do that.
Chris,
we could just dedicate 20 minutes to Collision to it, bro. Don't worry.
Chris, I got a good one. I got a good one for you. Solo Sikoa and the Gorillas of Destiny for Eddie Kingston.
No, why'd you ask me that, man? Why'd you
That's
ask
so
me
nasty.
that?
Come on, bro.
I don't like you. I've never liked the Gorillas of Destiny. Yeah, you know I'm
No.
a huge fan of Eddie. So even though still I can't take that trade. My fan
All
base
right,
would
you know
do
what?
something to me.
I feel like I'm close to you. I feel like I'm gaining on you, Chris. Give me Eddie Kingston. We'll reapproach this deal. Give me Eddie Kingston, right? I'll give you Carmelo Hayes. Come on. You know an AEW system, right? Tony's gonna put him in trios with Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. They'll do some hooping.
Listen, I'm not even a huge Carmelo guy, but like,
That's a
we're
good
talking
deal.
about Eddie. It's like when he comes back, like, so he already has the leg issue, right? And he's still doing Kawada cosplay, right?
I'm telling you, Chris. Take the Melo deal. I'm telling you.
No, I'd take that deal. I'd take it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, take that fucking deal,
It's a
bro.
responsible trade if you're building a franchise. All right, how about this one? This is gonna be a tougher one for me. This is gonna be very difficult for me, but I'm gonna throw the house at this one. Chris, I'll give you. I want Kyle Fletcher, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, I'll give you Seth Rollins.
yo, starting, yo.
Start like off here, this Black Brother Trevor, Seth Rollins, like I
Erase that. I will give you. Fuck that then. All right, well, new
That
one.
nigga said, I'll give you.
All right, you know what?
Nigga said,
All right.
yo, what?
Chris, straight up, Obafemi for Kyle Fletcher.
yo.
Come on,
Wait,
come on, Chris.
that's like a
Come on,
pretty
Chris.
even trade.
That's a pretty even trade,
That's
bro.
a pretty even trade. But that's one I gotta think about a little bit.
Yeah, that's one where you gotta walk out the
I
room.
love Kyle Fletcher. Like I've liked him since before he was like what he is right now.
Yeah, and he's
The
become.
Obafemi got so good in so little time.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
is his upside as much as Kyle Fletcher's, but even more? Is like the question you have to
Maybe.
think of.
Chris,
Does he
gotta
have
be your setting. Chris, in your setting, in your company, he stands out as a monster, and the size
Yeah.
will be more of a discrepancy with the other guys. Joe, you're the ESPN panel. Talk to me about that deal. What do you think?
Here's the thing. Oba's never going to be as classically gifted a worker as Kyle Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you could argue his box office ceiling is on a different level, if we're being honest. And that's not to say Kyle Fletcher's not a top guy. Obafemi is like, and he can already talk some too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got the fucking size.
I don't know, man. That one's interesting. I think I would go with Kyle. I would stick with Kyle because you've already invested a ton of time and like what he's already turned into.
Yeah, I think
But-
I'd agree.
Oba is
Like-
he's special, definitely.
With Oba, with you know, in NXT, you know, we're like it's a manufactured environment, you know. So like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying he's not gonna be great on the main roster. He probably is. I mean, Triple H is booking him, so you don't know. But like, yeah, I gotta say with Kyle Fletcher, I like Oba a lot though. I'll give you Swerve for Oba.
Yo.
You know what? Can I get Mike Bailey with that deal?
No,
Can I get
What
Bandito with that deal?
Just kidding.
you can who?
Can I get Bandito with that deal?
Do have Roots, bro.
Don't.
Hold
on.
I'll do it. Give me Swerve and Lucha.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a good trade to me, nigga. Shit.
Fucking go. Let's go.
You got to pick or something, Chris.
We get
You
over
gotta get
Femi,
protected
nigga.
first. You go.
Joe Perks around the chat said Chris will regretting the Swerve contract. He gave him a Supermax.
I'm telling you, dude. He was looking at the shooting splits a week ago. I'm telling you.
I like Swerve, but like
Swerve had 27 on like 10 for like 26, and Chris was like, hey man, you know.
people hate Swerve now for some reason. Like a lot of random people start hating Swerve. I'm just kind of down on him. That's I still like him a lot.
Hey man, you
like,
look
at over Femi like fucking Morishima.
Yo, Chris, I want Konosuke Takeshita.
Hey man, this is the perfect time to try to get him from me.
I want Takeshita. I will give you.
Think about this, Chris.
I will give you. Takeshita. What's a fair deal? I'll give you AJ Styles. And I'll give you a first round pick.
Gonna need more than that, mate.
Yeah.
And hold on. AJ, first rounder. I'll give you Charlotte Flair.
I'll do it.
I'm good off Charlotte, bro.
Okay.
I mean,
come on.
2025, Ibu. Come on, have some respect.
I feel close. Hold on, Chris. I feel close. First rounder, AJ, Ivy Nile, and
Ivy Nile, bro.
Ivy Nile.
I've never seen an Ivy
Hold on,
Nile.
Bro came back to the table with I got Ivy Nile.
Hold on. And Chris, Kalani Jordan.
No, fuck no. You crazy as hell, nigga. Go. What's your problem?
You're not thinking of the future. You're not thinking any of these girls to
I
stardom.
don't think she's good.
Yes, but you could send her to stardom. She's a good athlete. Send her to stardom. Bring her back.
This is for Takeshita, man. Come on.
Yeah, I had to send her somewhere for her to get good. No, I'm good.
You know what? Fine. Fuck off. AJ, first rounder. AJ, I feel close. AJ Styles, a first round pick. And Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Okay.
No, the medical, Chris, the back's
Go, Joe. I got it.
He's. I'm telling you, man, it's over.
No,
we don't get the magical
gone.
heels. The heels don't magically get healed, huh?
Chris, he can't play on both sides of the ball anymore. He can't do it.
All right,
we don't need instant offense. We just need 23 a game. Can Drew give us 23?
He can.
On a good night.
I like to catch but Drew, I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Chris, Kevin Owens for Will Ospreay.
Fuck no! What are you talking about, nigga? Kevin Owens is. We don't even.
Okay, all right,
Chris.
Chris. In this scenario, Kevin Owens makes a full recovery from his neck and has 10 more years of wrestling in him.
10 more?
Yeah.
10 more.
Nigga, 10. Yeah, I'm so sure. Like what?
Then in the net.
Yo, what?
I know you still say no, but I'd say no, but that's like fairer than like I think Joe and Rob thinks it is to me personally.
Yeah, you know what? All right, I got a good buy low. All right, hold on. I'll end this on a good buy low situation. I want Samoa Joe, Chris.
Okay. Don't be hasty, Chris. Take it easy.
Chris, I'm going to give you one first round pick. I'm going to give you one first. You know what? Chris, 3 first rounders for Samoa Joe.
Are these NFL first rounders or NBA first rounders?
Yeah, and what is a first rounder in this context?
Yeah, I still don't know what we're calling draft picks.
In this case, your first round picks could be PC prospects or dojo prospects.
Who was the last good dojo prospect?
Come on, man. Listen, any prospects you want in the world, Chris, you have them at your disposal, including the PC. 3 first rounders.
Does that mean NXT? No, it doesn't mean NXT. That's not
no, it does. It does. Come on.
Oh, so I got Obafemi?
Oh, no. Fuck you. No, I mean like the literal, like, they haven't debuted yet.
Wait, what?
I mean, there's not an indication the system's strong enough to do that deal, right?
But they're coming to AEW. We don't have a fucking anything for them for the first round picks. You know,
You're gonna need to put some talent forward,
Chris, you're not thinking. You can use your partnerships at disposal to send these picks. You can send them to Rev Pro. You can send them to CMLL. You can send them to.
Whoa! We're not sending anybody to Rev Pro.
Sure, but come on, bro. To CMLL, you can send them to Stardom, so you can do that. You can send them to your partners to learn. So you can send a football player, Chris, an ex-football NIL guy, to CMLL to learn how to wrestle.
Can I get involved, guys?
Yes.
I don't know why I said that. I don't know any evolved guys.
I was like, wait, what?
That's why you have me, brother.
AEW fans in the chat, would y'all niggas trade Joe for 3 first-rounders with this setup? With this current setup?
You better just keep Joe and have him be like the head coach of your fucking.
Joe can give you more than just wrestling. You know,
yo, low key. Someone said give him Callie Armstrong and Kendall Gray from Evolve. Yeah,
I don't know who those people are.
Chris, Callie Armstrong is gonna be another Bianca.
Is she that buff black woman?
Yeah, she's gonna be another Bianca. They found. Yeah, they found somebody with that one.
Samoa Joe is still really valuable, man. He's been really good on TV this year.
No, I'm giving 3 draft picks away. 3 first.
Don't insult me. Don't insult me on a Tuesday afternoon, either.
Right? Also, y'all have like 40 super chats to read, so maybe we should.
Right, so you know, here's the last one. Blockbuster. Here you go, Chris.
Okay.
Bianca Belair and the Street Profits. I'll give them to you.
Okay.
Give me Willow Nightingale.
No.
You're a pussy.
Bianca. I think Bianca is like.
You're a pussy. All right, you know what?
Their value is so fucking low right now to me.
Yeah, but they're still an excellent team. That's a trick. That's a trick. All right, you know what? Bianca and the Profits. Give me Chris Statlander, Mike Bailey, and Mercedes.
I get 1 more year of Mercedes.
Boy,
you got 6 more months.
Boy, is you smoking dick or you smoking dope, nigga? What are you
we shot Willow, right?
Yes.
I'm fucking booking Willow versus Bianca at Wembley, bro. Yeah, I'll take that trade. I mean,
okay, I'm gonna say
Bianca's like one of the best wrestlers in the world when she's healthy.
Kale said they attempted.
I thought we was giving up Willow. That's why I was like, yo, you smoking?
No, I would give Willow for anything.
Light Chaser said, "What is wrong with you, Ibu?" Oh man, that was a good one. I'd continue this. We have 40 super chats, so we'll just read them. So you can throw them on the screen now, Rob. Hopefully these are fun questions.
All right.
Am I getting paid for this?
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Vidune 199. Hi, BooTube and Rob. Long live self-made. Oscar looked great.
Oscar looks fucking awesome.
She looked fantastic.
She looked awesome, man.
Which is surprising because she smoked her leg. So
yeah, she her timing and rhythm is slightly off, but the way she moved looked better than she had moved right before the injury. So I'm really, really encouraged by it. I hope she wins the tournament and faces EO. Thank you, Baydun.
Shout out Baydun. Right. Good self-mader. Good citizen.
Natalie H, 2 pounds. The whole arena was yeet. We had them. Hold on. I got it right. I got you. Hold on.
The whole arena. Yeet. Yeet, yeet, yeet your motherfucking ass yeet.
Let's go.
Rikishi is gone.
Okay. We got quiet as hell. Benjaminator 499. Rob Kishi and Ibu. So I thought Bronson Reed looked like a geek 75% of the match. And also you guys saying the cross pop was nasty in my head.
There was no cross pop. Stop believing in the psyop. Bronson Reed looked good, I thought. He I'll tell you what.
The piped in crowd noise, bro.
Nothing against Jey Uso, but I was impressed with how good that main event was, considering Jey was in it. Because like the other guys are crazy. These guys are doing chops and forearms and elbows.
Did you notice, by the way, Bronson Reed was not offered in any trades? Did you notice that, by the way? That's a GM who operates with his heart, guys. GM who operates with his heart.
Oh man.
all right, Mont Joseph. You know, like whatever. Listen, man, that's Tsunami, man.
Mont Joseph. Yeah.
Mont Joseph. Anyway, Jey Uso,
Yo, what would you do for Daniel Makabe, Ibu?
I wouldn't.
Wait,
I
what'd you
like
say?
Bronson Reed. I
Cut
thought the
out.
main event was strong. I was impressed with how good the match was, in spite of the fact that Jay, like, stylistically did not fit with everybody else. Everyone else is doing like chops and short arm lariats and elbows and shit, and Jay just pops in doing yeet kicks and stuff. So,
That sounds
You're
yeah.
so
fire.
mad. Oh, yo, hold on. You're so bad, nigga.
The whole arena. Yeet. Yeet, yeet, yeet your motherfucking ass yeet.
You know, you're so bad, nigga.
Thank you, Van Jiminator.
DB the Sage, $9.99. Now, would you look at that? The only woman to get cheered while standing across from Rhea is still over as fuck, even after spending a month backstage. The crowd popped after every sentence. EOFC.
What did you think of that, Rob? They had Io do like a WWE opening segment where she was talking shit to Liv, and I think the biggest sign that she's over is she said very basic things, and the crowd was losing their mind. She was like, "Shut up, Liv," and then spoke Japanese, and they're like, "Yeah, let's fucking go."
Yeah, let's fucking go.
She's like, "Liv, you are disrespectful," and then just starts saying Japanese words, and they're like losing their shit. But I tweeted this out, by the way, guys, yesterday. If you noticed, Dominic got heat again. You know, he'd been cheered recently, and last night he got heat again. And the trick is, when Dom is with the attractive woman, the girlfriend that the fans can't have, they boo him, because that's the wrestling fan psychology. That's the heat. Paul Heyman used to do this all the time. When a little shit is with the girl that they can't attain, they don't like the guy. When Dom is not with Liv, then it's like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. So that's kind of the key with Dom. And I'm curious what they're going to do now that Liv is hurt, because Liv was going to work Nikki Bella. Liv was going to work Io Sky. Liv was going to do this tag team with Roxanne. So I'm curious what they do now. But we shall see. What the fuck is this new profile picture from Joe?
Yeah, I was like, who is this black man who just joined our call?
Joe Bird's XTL for $99. The NXT Black and Gold Mount Rushmore is Asuka, and Asuka. Welcome back, Goat. Hopefully we get her versus Rox in the finals.
Oscar, huh?
Ibu?
Why are there two Evos?
Am I back? Because I tried to zoom in on Joe's profile picture and I realized it was Joe Dumars. And for whatever reason, it kicked me out when I zoomed in. NXT Black and Gold Mount Rushmore's Asuka. Welcome back, Goat. We get her in Roxanne finals. Roxanne and Asuka in the finals would be awesome. Someone made a point. They were saying that this Saudi show is shaping up to be a really good show, which is nasty because it's a Saudi show. But the card looks pretty good.
Hey, man, at least it's in the fucking afternoon, too.
Yep.
What you about to say, Crystal?
No.
Now go ahead, big bro.
No. Let's go to the next super chat. Let's go to the next.
Luis, $199. Yo, how would Ibu versus AO match layout look like?
AO would be all power, high impact moves, and I would get him with like stiff strikes. It's like if Kensuke Sasaki faced Shinjiro Otani. I'm Otani, and I win. Who the fuck is this? Is that Sam Hinkie?
Oh, Joe just going through old fuck. Just GMs from later
He
years.
just posted OG.
See the Scaleless, $9.99. Oscar remains the woman with the most physical charisma in wrestling anywhere. Honestly, Goldberg was sweating through his shirt just from climbing in the ring. This match could be spooky.
Yo, Rob, I don't know about you. That Goldberg Gunther segment was godly, nigga.
Yeah, that Goldberg promo, man.
Yo, he walked in sweaty as a bitch. He was like, "Now, Gunther, you came at me and my family in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So now I am gonna come for you in Atlanta because you're next." And he kept spitting on Gunther, and Gunther kept leaning his head like, "Nigga, you are spitting on me."
Wait, they're not fighting in Saudi Arabia?
Nah, Saturday night's main event in Atlanta. One last time. I'd expect the title versus career stuff to be added, but yeah, Goldberg just came out sweaty as a motherfucker, and he was just yelling in Goldberg's and Gunther's face, spitting at him and shit. And he was just like, "I'm coming for you, because you're next." And then off mic, Rob, if you go back and watch the clip, he looks at Goldberg at Gunther's belt. He's like, "You take that shit and you bring it to Atlanta."
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Bro, niggas got mad at me when I said Goldberg was better than Logan Paul. Brother, Goldberg cut a promo. I said it was 95 seconds. I checked back. It was 40 seconds. Goldberg's promo was 40 seconds long. And it had mad intensity, mad fire. The crowd is losing their shit. Logan Paul would be talking for 10 minutes about fucking going
You
viral.
mad because I got more views than you.
In fact, you know what? Joe Holbert, I'm summoning you real quick, Joe.
You mad because I got more cars than you.
Joe Holbert, are you there? I'm going to give him 10 seconds.
You also mad because you're poor.
It's terrible, son. Terrible. Thank you, Steve. Let's go to the next super chat.
What did I miss? Why was I summoned? What happened?
Oh, you didn't hear what we were talking about?
No, I was doing something and I heard Joe Holbert, I'm summoning you. I was, what the fuck is going on? What's happening?
So Goldberg's promo was 40 seconds last night, Joe. He just walked out there, got in Gunther's face, and was like, "You came at my family in Atlanta, and so next time I'm coming for you in Atlanta because you're next." And he was spitting in Gunther's face, and then he looked at Gunther's belt and said, "You take that shit and you bring it to Atlanta," and the crowd is losing their minds. And I was saying, Joe, that like I reiterated on Twitter last night. I was like, this guy is better than Logan Paul. He walked out there like a fucking man, 40 seconds, sweating bullets, just yelling. And it was incredible. And so the reason I wanted to summon you was simply for this one purpose. Joe, can you please just explain to the audience why Logan Paul fucking sucks for about 2 minutes, please?
So basically, he's like someone pretending to be a wrestler. And his character is that he's a heel. But worse yet, he's a heel that the announcers consistently explain to us we should actually admire because he's taken the time to learn how to wrestle. So he'll cheat to beat our heroes in professional wrestling matches, and Michael Cole, the alleged voice of our professional wrestling show, will be like, you got to give him credit, though. He finds time to do TikTok and all this, you know. Shane Helms is nice to him. So really, when you combine that with all the other atrocities he's sort of performed throughout his life, there's really nothing to like about him, whereas Bill Goldberg is the master of the spear.
Yes.
Among other things. Carry on, Ibu.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Steve the Scaleless.
I agree.
All right. Natalie H, 2 pounds. AO would cook that bum. Have you seen his trapezoids?
Yo, that was a political move AO did by posting himself that thing. Yo, that was Aura Farm in the chat. I'm gonna let you niggas know. The Ibu workout picture is dropping. It's dropping because niggas need to put some respect. You know, I'm just saying it's coming. It's coming, chat.
Pedro T 199. Shout out to Beast Motos. Viva Mexico. Hashtag CEO. Yo, I seen that shit this morning. Yo, I was crying. I was like, damn, bro.
Congratulations. Who's on the Wrestle Pierce account in the chat? That better not be you, Rob.
Oh, that is not me.
That better not be you, nigga.
That is not me, son. That's not me. Baydoom 499. I think AJ wins in Saudi. Cody and Jay is a huge match, no matter what fans think of Jay. Both at their peak stardom at the moment. Also, big Roxy minutes soon.
I can't lie, Rob. If that Saudi card is Cody, Sammy, Punk, Cena, AJ Styles versus Dom, Roxanne, Asuka.
Yo, you're right.
No, when Punk and Cena's bad and Punk went off on his morals for nothing, the heavens will open and I will ascend.
See, that's the other thing. Chris is like, niggas already got their shit off, but like, if the match sucks, like that's gonna be another way. Like, the match has to be set like gas now.
Yeah, niggas are gonna say it's gas anyways, bro. They're gonna be like, get Punk and Cena, though.
I won't. I hated
yes,
the
you
segment.
will.
Chris, did you notice? Did I tweet anything about their segment on Friday?
Yo, that segment was crazy, bro. I was watching with fucking Raw. That segment was crazy and not in a good way.
Punk forgot his promo. I forgot his promo, but we don't talk about it anyway. Next, thank you, Baydun.
No, I think we should.
Rob.
Funny.
The show's running.
Certain people forgot their promo. Hey,
Rob, the show is running pretty long. Let's go.
Oh shit!
You're so lucky. Black Yakuza 94 $5. I'm not ashamed to admit that I marked out for Goldberg last night. These kids today will never understand his aura.
Guys, I want anyone that never seen it to just look up Goldberg versus Laparca. It's one of the greatest matches of all time.
That nigga said, Rob, go to the next super chat before I do something to you.
I did not say that.
yo. DB the Sage 999. If hashtag he too scared to do a Rock's title match this soon, it wouldn't have a quick fix just to be just to have EO do an open challenge while they figure out long-term creative without Liv.
Like I said, I would just slot Roxanne in on most of the spots. I'd do EO versus Stephanie at Evolution, which low-key I think they were going to do anyway. The problem is, no offense, now we're going to have to see Roxanne tag with Raquel, which,
Come
Thank you,
on,
DB.
man. Yo, come on, man. Be respectful. Abraham Chagoya, $4.99. Now that the storm is weathered down, you think Punk and Cody happens in Vegas? They've been teasing it for 2 years and again on Friday.
I do think, and I think at the start of Mania season, one of them is turning heel on the other one.
Well, it's obviously I think it's gonna be Punk turning heel on Cody, bro. I don't think Cody's turning heel anytime soon.
Yeah, Punk's probably gonna turn heel on Cody in like January, February.
Yayo Trejo, $5. Nice to see that Penta is involved with the alliance and he's not stuck with the same mid-card people. Also, is there any singles plans for Phoenix?
I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing with Phoenix, but yes, Penta being involved against the Dangerous Alliance is really cool. And we're going to get a lot of cool main event tags now where Penta is going to be tagging with Sami Zayn.
Shouldn't he be tagging with his brother? Shouldn't he be tagging with his brother, Phoenix?
Yeah, I'm pretty
so Penta's going to be tagging with Sami Zayn and Jey Uso.
I heard that.
I mean, if I was facing a powerful entity like the Dangerous Alliance, I would call my brother. You know
Yeah.
You
know they were a tag team inside of WWE, right, Evo?
So yeah, Penta and Sami are going to be awesome. Like those matches are going to be so sick against Braun and Bronson. Like I'm really excited.
I don't understand. Yo, Chris, I thought I don't know. I think we spoke.
Yayo Trejo, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's go to the next one.
I think we spoke English. I don't know.
Go ahead.
See the Scaleless, $9.99. Punk's been instantly sucked into the Cena vortex. Every over male babyface was involved in that main event except him. Cena's inevitable face turn can't come soon enough.
Bro, chat. Y'all remember, I was talking about how much I was enjoying seeing Punk teaming up with Sami, fighting the bad guys. And niggas were like, I want to see Punk work Cena. And I kept saying, guys, stop. Like, leave it. I don't pull my guy into that bullshit. Last night, Penta's coming in, diving. Braun Breaker's going crazy. Sami Zayn's in there. Sheamus and Rusev are throwing hands. Jey Uso, yeet, motherfucking eating all over the place. All this fun chaos. Cody Rhodes runs out. I'm like, Cody's escaped the Cena vortex. All this interesting chaos. Seth Rollins runs out. And who's not there? My GOAT, CM Punk. Why? Because he now has to have...
Whoa. Let's not act like CM Punk was doing anything better beforehand.
Anyways, thank you, Steve.
I don't know. What the hell?
Liger Capo in the chat said Penta took Punk's chain. Anyways.
Name I'll never say almost got me though. $1.99. PG era Dwayne better than this heel Cena. Oh
yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close. DB
the Sage $4.99. Joe, Rob, Ibu in history. Which quote unquote main eventer has the least amount of good matches?
This is a very good question.
Time to play the no, just
it's not even because Hunter's a couple. Yo, I feel like there's a couple niggas that apply to this. Joe, you've been summoned again, and while you're getting ready to be summoned, I'm gonna Ultimate Warrior is a good shout because he only has like 3 good matches, so he's a really good shout for this. Lowest of keys, bro. After like 1997. Masahiro Chono has like no good matches.
Interesting. So like, why were you having a meltdown when we were slandering him like a few months ago?
I never had a meltdown over you guys slandering Chono. I never had a meltdown.
Interesting. That's very interesting. That's not what I remember.
But he is cool as fuck, so it's fine. Who else would I put in this shit? Jake Lee, for a modern example, he's a really bad wrestler. Like he's really
horrible wrestler. Son.
Horrible wrestler. Kevin Nash is a pretty good shout because he was a superstar, and if he wasn't working with Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels, or tagging with Scott Hall, he was probably in a bad match. So those are some good shouts. If Joe comes back, we'll think of that. Solo Sikoa is a pretty good shout.
Zion Burks, 199. And what changes if the All Japan Pro Wrestling exodus never happens?
A lot of pro wrestling. A lot.
Yeah, basically, bro, like 90% of what goes on in wrestling, like, just doesn't happen.
It affects Ring of Honor. It affects a lot of shit, dude. Keiji Muto would not have a place to leave because Keiji Muto jumped on All Japan because, you know, what was happening in New Japan with the Inokiism and the change in that promotion. Without that, he would have to like do something else. He'd have to either stay in New Japan Pro Wrestling, or Muto might have just left and made his own company. It would change a lot of shit. So there you go.
Hush, 499. I'm not kidding. How does anyone take Bret over Shawn? Can y'all explain me the logic? Because Shawn clears in every facet of pro wrestling. Hey, man.
Bret is more technically sound. The psychology in Bret's matches is better. His like worked punch and mechanics are a little bit tighter. So those would be your main reasonings. Plus, like just the kind of his style and approach to wrestling. So I have no issue with people that prefer Bret over Shawn Michaels. But I do think a couple of years ago we got carried away with that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, your opinion can be your opinion, but it can still be wrong. You know what I mean? But you know. DB the Sage, 499. What late 2000s, early 2010s guys will do better today?
A lot, bro.
A lot.
A lot of niggas.
A lot of them. A lot of niggas, bro. A lot of niggas.
Matt Sydal, I wish his prime was right now. I wish Matt Sydal's prime was right now.
Dead ass, bro.
Nigel, I'm not sure if Nigel would do better now, but he'd do great now for sure.
Chris, do you have any late 2000s, early 2010s guys you think would do better now?
Like, you just mean like, I don't know.
Niggas are saying like Austin Aries, Paul London.
Oh yeah, I mean those guys for sure.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler.
No.
Oh my God, Nemeth. Oh my God.
Probably not.
Bro, Dolph Ziggler would be beloved right now. Like Prime Ziggler?
Would Prime Ziggler be a top 20 worker today?
Yes.
In America, yeah.
In America.
I don't think he would, bro.
Chris, you need to go back and watch the tape, bro. You're allowing current Nick Nemeth to like affect how you see.
No, I always thought Dolph Ziggler was exactly in the place he needed to be when even in his prime, bro.
Chris, you got to go back and watch 2012 to 2015 Dolph.
So that would
oh my God,
Dolph
2014
be a top
Dolph.
10 worker in AEW.
Super peak of his power, Ziggler would be pretty high, bro.
Yes, bro. He'd be up there. He'd be up there.
If you booked Roderick Strong versus like 2014 Ziggler on Collision, that match would be fucking amazing. It'd be amazing.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Thank you, DB.
Zion Burks, 199. I'm more in the wrestling we'd have if WWE didn't suck. Oh, WWE, man.
It took me a second to like try to figure out what he was saying. Like I was like confused for a second. I was like, wait, what? Thank you, Zion.
DB the Sage, 499. Deadlock TikTok showed me how hilarious early TNA was.
I love TNA.
Johnny Burney, 199. On brand for Triple H to book Jewish versus Austrian as World War III is starting.
I have no comment on that. Thank you, Johnny Burney, for the super chat. Van Geminator, 499. On WWE, TNA at its worst. Came back late 22 and hyped by crowd style, crowd energy. Wrestling much better now than when I stopped watching 17. Yeah, absolutely.
Ryan Cicchini, 699 Canadian. Kyrie is on a bit of a one-on-one winning streak. I feel like she should challenge Io while they sort out the plan with Liv injured.
I wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate it. I don't want that at Saudi though. I don't know if
Kyrie
y'all know.
sucks.
Io, Io, for whatever reason, Io never clicks in Saudi. I don't know if it's the heavier clothing. Io never clicks in Saudi. But yeah.
Kale, 50 Mexican pesos. What would happen if AEW/WWE put on an all-time bad WCW type show? Nuclear winner, Blake Monroe scoops. Shout out to Oscar. # she's back.
Blake Monroe will win the NXT Women's Championship. Spoiler alert. And yeah, if WWE
No,
or AEW,
really?
yeah, right. If WWE or AEW had like a 99 2000 WCW show, like people would have like month-long conversations about like what's going on here. So, yeah.
Johnny Burney 199. So they vacating Liv Crown belt. No Cody defense.
I don't know what he means like Cody defense. Cody doesn't have any championships, but Liv, I don't know what they're gonna do with Liv. I don't think they've decided yet.
Commonwealth Cowboy 499. Punk hasn't won a televised match since February, and Bill is 1-4 in his last 5 matches. In terms of challenger qualifications, it's kind of crazy.
I agree.
Oh, but in terms of beast, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care, nigga. It's Bill Goldberg. Ibu Mania 14 499. Another AEW scandal. This time featuring John Moxley. And this morning, the rumor regarding regarding someone heading to WWE. Boo, what's your take on both of these?
I didn't even see that second thing at all, unless it happened while I was on air. But I don't have takes on any of these things. AEW should only have extras be physical. If you're doing physicality of any kind, it should be with an extra who like knew about it. So John should know better. But beyond that, I have no opinion on any of these things. If that guy is trying to get a bag out of a billionaire, good from him.
No, I think he only wants like 25K or something like that.
Exactly. So just
fucking pay it.
Just pay the nigga his money and move on. All right, go ahead.
Epic Department 19 199. 199. No one is ready for Asuka. Shout out to Self Made.
Word.
Definitely shout out to Self Made. Johnny Burney 199. TK Ooze Zuckerberg or in that awkward IG stream. Come on, man.
They've been saying Coachman. John Coachman said that last thing. Come on, bro.
We're doing Coachman scoops, bro.
Come on, man.
Oh, brother. See the scale is 490. Is Jonathan Coachman a cornball brother or a real brother?
Anyways, continue.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. See the scale is 499. SmackDown feels like the late 2000s. The late 2000s WWE. Nothing outwardly terrible, but sterile, empty, like nobody wants to be there. That's what SmackDown feels like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just feels so vacant. The matches don't have heat. The actual wrestling is kind of bad too. Yeah, I don't. It's a really awful vibe show.
Hush 199. The way Ibu lusts over 2023 Raw, it's so shameless. 2023 Raw was great. It was one
of the best periods for the show ever.
Point blank. Closest as we've ever got to 2000.
Yeah.
Baydune 199. No more hashtag Ibu FTR PR.
I've noticed that.
What's going on with that?
FTR are an excellent tag team. They're one of the best teams of all time.
That's not what we asked you. What's going on with that?
How do you like what they're doing right now, though?
FTR had one of the greatest trilogies of tag matches I've ever seen with the Briscoe brothers, and everyone should watch them. And FTR.
That's not what we asked you.
I agree. Those matches are really good, but
yeah.
What about the stuff they're doing now?
FTR are a very good team, and any promotion should be happy to have.
Yo, if this was anybody else.
Shout out to FTR. The heel turn on Copeland was a great angle.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Cicchini, 279 Canadian. Rob, how we feel about Laney NXT debut? Honestly, I didn't really like it, bro. I kind of wished we got to see she faced somebody else, so we got to see more of the stuff she was doing and level up in those clips. But I didn't really fuck with it. I didn't really like it. So
Yeah.
SMG $7. Raw bad. Let's talk about Sasori versus Chio and Sakura is at 3 3/4 at best. Son, they're like I'm not
Sakura fights
letting
are boring.
I'm about to
Yo,
say
like
something like
I
we're
get
not
it,
doing this,
bro.
bro.
I get it. You niggas are stuck in
Soccer
the
fucking
2000.
sucks,
You niggas are
bro.
stuck in the early 2000s. You still have little boy brain
Oh
where,
my
and you
god,
niggas
nigga, yo,
didn't read the manga. You niggas
I
didn't read
did
the
read.
give me
manga.
these so-called
Chris,
Sakura
Chris,
moments
You
so I can
might,
sing
Evil.
some.
Rob has not read the manga. He has
Okay,
just watched
okay.
the
Rob is
anime.
different. Yo, Chris, I'm
I
gonna blow your
did read
mind.
the manga. What are you
Hold
talking
on, Chris.
about?
Chris, you want to know what year I caught up to the weekly chapters of Naruto?
What year?
2007. I caught up to the weekly chapters of Naruto in 2007. When I caught up to Naruto, it was when Deidara fought Sasuke, and I read that all the way up until the end of the series. I got into the series like from Toonami, obviously in '05, but like I didn't catch it to the manga until that point.
What I'm
I,
saying
I,
is,
I've never been a
Oh my
Sakura.
god, bro. Like
Sakura
I'm not
hate
about
is the most. First of
It's
all,
cliche, but she is whack, bro. She is whack.
no, she's
she's
not.
whack. She's just
Listen,
whack. Nigga,
in
like it's okay.
part one, yeah, she's a little bit whatever character. But if you read the manga and you look at her through Shippuden, she's a like not maybe not a great character, but she's a great supporting character. And Sakura versus Chio versus Sasori is like it's under not maybe it's not number one, but it's a top 10 fight in Naruto in the anime.
It's a top
Like
10 fight, but it's not one.
okay, it doesn't have to be
It's not
nigga.
one.
It's fucking Sasuke versus Deidara, fucking top 10.
Yes.
Bro. Next question, man.
Oh, you're so bad, nigga. Oh, Sway, $4.99. Thank you, Chris.
Hold on,
It's the same.
hold on. We got breaking news
About what?
on August 15th. Rob, give me a drum roll, nigga. Give me a drum roll, nigga. Give me a fucking drum roll, nigga. On August 15th, SmackDown goes back to 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Boo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bum, bum, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That just means less time.
See, that's hot. This is real, brother. This is wrestling.
Oh my god.
Chris is like, congratulations.
Yo, it's still gonna suck, and people are gonna complain because they're not gonna get TV time.
Yo,
I'm
Chris,
gonna fuck.
Keyman of Hunters, now he goes, word, now I don't gotta book the Garzas.
Yo, no, but you know what this is? You know what this means, right? You know what this means. All these niggas that were begging for extra time for all these wrestlers that weren't getting booked, and the ones that were like, and they weren't getting. I'm about to say something, and y'all didn't show out when there was an extra hour to get y'all shit off, and y'all still didn't get y'all shit off, and y'all shit the bed. I hope y'all don't think y'all getting booked when we go to 2 hours.
Yayo Trejo said no more Andrade on TV.
Let's go.
We'll see.
Like, come on, son. A lot of niggas cried about the bloodline getting a lot of time, and they didn't get a lot of time on 3 Hour SmackDown. So,
hey man,
hey,
no more
6-minute
Zelina Vega matches, bro.
Oh my god, Vega!
No more long Zelina Vega matches. No more.
I gotta watch Zelina wrestle.
No more. No more long solo matches and promos.
Oh my god, thank you.
Oh man.
Like holy fuck. Yo, I'm not gonna be falling asleep. I could do longer streams on Fridays.
Yo, Wayne in the chat said, "Meet you, no." That's crazy.
I could do longer streams on Fridays now, y'all. I'm not about to be fucking dying at 8:30, 9:30.
All right, go ahead, Rob. I don't think we read the last one. I don't think we read.
No, we did.
No, you didn't.
We didn't. Oh, fucking brother, I gotta go back. In the meantime,
I think I know what he said. He said, "Thank you, Chris." So I've been saying the same thing. It's always the same old guys on TV while Mello is in the back eating missionary food or something like that. Catering, eating mission food.
He said something about eating catering afterwards. Yeah, I remember. You're right. Thank you for the super chat. DB the Sage 499. Now that I think about it, could this live injury affect who wins the tournament?
It could
No.
because let's say Roxanne was supposed to advance. They might say, Roxanne, we got to eliminate you so you could cover some of Liv's stuff. But we shall see.
That'll stink. Brando A1 199. Cody wins at SummerSlam. Then Seth cashes in.
They could do that. That'd be interesting. They could definitely do that.
Johnny Burney 199. We need WrestlePeers SVR 06 GM mode live stream. Now I've thought about this for a while now. I want to do a online GM mode maybe with Chris O and some other people. Probably if not in self-made on Twitch one of these days, but we'll figure that out. But we'll do some type of GM mode for y'all. So thank you for the super chat. Anonymous Prime $273 $2. What would the Willow trade look like? I think we already
Chris
went through that.
Chris wasn't trying to trade Willow for nothing, so
yeah. Just Will 199. Now we need a 2025 WP self-made draft for the vibe.
I feel like trading is more fun than drafting, in my opinion. Yo, Chris, could you imagine us doing a trade one where I had to control New Japan or you had to control New Japan, bro? Because them niggas need need help. Them niggas need some help.
Niggas would take pennies on $1,
bro. Nigga, I'd bro. Just for I might have to trade my only good rest. I might trade Goto for like 5 niggas and see if it helps, bro. Oh no.
Check your phone, but Yosul $2. AEW would like to fire Chris as chief negotiator.
Yeah, I got us some good deals, man.
Which was the one I did for it was Oba and Kyle. I forgot. That's the one.
Yeah, I declined that one.
Didn't I do Oba Femi for Swerve and Roosh? That's a good trade on your end, low key.
Yeah.
Pretty good trade.
Johnny Burney 199. Ibu trades. No wonder the New York Knicks lost.
I'm crying.
Hey man.
Go Birds XTL 199. Oscar versus Alexa, a Joe Hobart production.
Yeah. Hopefully the match is good.
Danny Huang 199. Bordos and Mercedes, huh?
I'm crazy.
Speckles 499. Hey Ibu, why isn't your guy advertised for the Mexico shows? # noticing.
I don't know, bro.
Interesting.
I almost read it. Almost got me. Monster $5. Willow is awesome, but trading Bianca straight up for Willow is low key wild, let alone with the profits. Scared of Ibu being a GM for a company. Damn, Ibu.
It's not though. That's the thing. They're like similar tiered wrestlers, and I think nowadays Willow's probably better. And I like Bianca a lot. She's probably my favorite wrestler in WWE.
Epic.
I don't know where I stand on that, but because Bianca's pretty incredible at Mania, like she's pretty phenomenal actually. So I don't know, but yeah. Go ahead, Rob.
Epic Department 199. Only fivers in Naruto are Kakashi, Obito, and Naruto versus Sasuke 2.
Naruto versus Sasuke 1 is a fucking fiver. It would break the scale.
Yeah, Naruto Sasuke. Unless I think they're counting Chris the rooftop fight.
No, they're not counting the rooftop fight. That's not a fight.
If you're not,
that is a fight. It's technically a fight, right?
It's not. I don't think this is even a chance. Is he counting the rooftop?
If you're not counting that, then that means Naruto Sasuke 2 is the final one, and that fight is overrated.
He said 4.75 for the first Final Valley. Yeah, he's talking about the Final Valley fight.
No, the second one is so gas, bro.
The first one's I like the second one. First one's better.
The first one's incredible. Yo, you know what fight is also a 5, and I don't care if it's a cliche. Rock Lee and Gara is just Shut the
Oh,
fuck up.
brother.
The fucking
Yo, overrated
Undertaker and
ass 3 3/4.
Michaels of Naruto.
You know,
Yeah, it is, but nigga, it is, but it's
it's a 3
amazing, bro.
3/4.
But
I,
it's
I,
not
nah,
though. It's
nah,
you know why
I'm gonna
niggas
give you
like that
niggas.
fight so much? It's
I'm
because
gonna give.
people. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you niggas some gas.
It's 3 3/4.
No,
It's not 5.
Sasuke versus Orochimaru in the Forest of Death.
That's a good fight. It's not a 5 though.
That shit. It's not. It's like a 4 1/4, 4.5. Yo, one day we should just give star ratings to anime fights.
Yo,
That'd be so fire.
Hiroza versus Orochimaru was not on that list. It should have been, bro. That fight is really, really good.
Who versus who?
Hiroza versus Orochimaru.
Yo, that
the third
fight's
Hokage.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. And like
Nigga,
it also like fuck bro, they fucking bring up reanimation in that fucking fight. And that shit's like the biggest plot point in the last arc ever of Naruto, bro.
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna give niggas a 5-star fight. Goku versus Jackie Chun, nigga. That shit is
5
sexy.
is crazy. 5 is crazy.
It's a 5, bro.
Piccolo, Goku versus Piccolo Jr. is a 5 for sure.
And Goku versus King Piccolo.
Yeah.
I think every major Goku fight until the end of the Saiyan arc is a 5. Goku Frieza is too long. The closing stretch is too long.
Oh no, you don't know, bro.
Wait, he said what fight? Wait, he said what fight goes
Goku
too long?
versus Frieza is too long and it's not a 5. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you're a dick eater. Okay,
Goku
cool.
Frieza is shallow and pedantic.
Oh my god, that's the Mook fucking banter. Yo, not liking Goku and Frieza is so crazy to me.
I don't dislike
you're
it.
Like,
I just
you're a
it's not-
terrorist.
You think
You
it's
are a
overrated though?
Yeah.
Whoa, so
Give me Vegeta's Android arc fights are better.
What?
Yeah, nigga.
Yo, he got his ass whooped.
What
What
is
are you talking about?
Hey, nigga.
Android fights?
He got his ass whooped.
Yeah,
That's not-
nigga.
those are fights.
Nigga, him fighting
Squash
Android
matches.
19 wasn't even a fight.
Nigga, that's one of the greatest squash matches of all time.
Oh, this nigga crazy.
Oh my, some niggas, you're,
Bro.
you're.
Bro,
but you know
what's the hardest shit when Dr. Zero was just kind of like, our data suggests that you da 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 da. And Goku's like, so you didn't follow us to Namek, huh? And he's like, we did not follow you to Namek. And the nigga's like, I got something for you niggas. He's like, bah, 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 and his fucking muscles.
So you're dick riding.
Yo, turn Super Saiyan on that nigga.
You know what's a modern? It's Dragon Ball. Goku versus Jiren is a fucking 5, nigga.
No. I'm not much. I don't really like Super like that, but I can agree. I can agree. I can agree.
Piccolo 17, nigga. That's a 4.5, nigga.
Yeah, that's the best undercard fight in Dragon Ball,
just
bro.
godly. Yo,
Piccolo versus Frieza is also underrated, bro.
It's cool.
Versus second form Frieza. Oh,
yeah.
The thing is, a lot of the Frieza fights end in DQs, Chris. You know, a lot of them Frieza fights end in DQs.
I'm crying.
All of them just ended in the fucking disqualification, bro. You know, Goten versus Trunks, nigga.
Brother.
Goten Trunks.
That fight's whatever.
No, fucking brother.
You talking about the tournament fight, right?
Yes,
That fight's
nigga.
whatever, bro. Stop it.
4.5. Yo,
4.5 is crazy.
Niggas gotta stop sleeping on the Boo arc fights, bro. Fucking, Go Tanks versus Boo. That's a good comedy match.
GT, huh? Interesting.
So it's SMG that GT's highest star rating. No. Vegeta versus Baby was heat.
Baby Gohan? You talking about Baby Gohan?
Was it?
That was like godly, bro.
Maybe it's Baby Goten.
I think it was just Baby, bro. I'm pretty sure. I think
you said Vegeta.
Yeah, remember
Vegeta never fights fucking just Baby. He fights like Baby inside of Gohan and Goten.
Maybe. I remember Vegeta was in like a crimson tank top and shit, and they were fighting on.
Yeah,
you just said a man.
Of, Goten.
Yo,
because
inside
fucking,
another man is not crazy.
Goku was driving Bola to fucking somewhere. And Baby,
oh my god,
yo,
Tien and Yamcha in the 22nd tournament, 4.5. 4.5.
Yeah, we know used to be that nigga, man.
We're not allowed to watch anime clips on this channel, right? Like that would like get us.
No, that would get us smoked.
They'll do something to us. They'll do something to us.
They would
Yeah,
break our
son,
legs.
you can't watch you can't watch nothing on here no more, son. That's why I don't
That's
stream
so
on
ass,
YouTube.
bro.
That's why, bro. That's niggas asking why you don't stream on YouTube. I'll be like, son, you can't watch, bro, because I watch wrestling matches, anime. I watch anime fights on Twitch with Crystal one time. Like,
we
I
gotta
can't watch nothing on here, son.
Niggas gotta put respect. Yo, Tien was one of the greatest mid card workers we've ever seen, bro.
Well, Tien was a main eventer when he first was introduced.
Bro, Tien was so godly, bro. Tien was amazing. That just everything.
Call him by his real name. My nigga Ten Shinhan.
Nigga.
That nigga was so
how
gas, bro.
sweet it is.
Nigga, the Kiko ho, nigga. The Kiko ho. That nigga said, you beating me? I'm blowing up this ring. I'm gonna smoke this ring, nigga.
Son, yo, him doing the Kiko ho versus Cell, bro, as a kid, I was like, yo, this is like,
he was like,
bro,
even
that nigga said, Kiko ho.
Bro, even as a kid, I was like, bro, why are they just devaluing the humans, son? Like, why are they devaluing these niggas?
Oh, brother, you're a Saiyans get too much love type nigga.
It's not even about like too much love. It's
Oh,
just about,
brother.
like, can we keep? Because, bro, Chris, tell me, was it not tough when? What was it? 2 years passed after they Trunks? No, it was 3 years after Trunks warned them about the androids, right? And we come back, all these niggas got new fits, right? Tien got that fucking diagonal sash. Yamcha got the spiky hair. You know, Gohan has his kind of new fit, right? Krillin now he's wearing the fucking blue undershirt. And you got the Z fighters all locked up. They pull up mad deep, the whole squad, right? I'll never forget, fucking even in the Dragon Ball Z Kai version of the episode, they're all flying and you hear the music. Da 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 da. And they're all flying. I'm like, man, this squad looks so tough. And to me, that's the Z Fighter squad, right? But Toriyama, because he's a terrorist, he's like, yo, I'm burying half these niggas immediately. He always used Yamcha to get the fucking villain over. So he always
let's go.
So Yamcha's immediately like, hey guys, have you seen anybody with a red ribbon?
Yo, shooting for Yamcha's crazy, bro. Yamcha got devalued in original.
Yo, you don't
Dragon
feel
Ball.
like you don't feel like going overtime, like overtime to shoot.
The saddest shit,
like...
bro. The saddest shit to me, bro. They heal Yamcha, right? And he's on top of a mountain with like Yajirobe and Bulma or some shit. And they're like, yo, you gonna go back out there? He's like, I can't go back out there. Those guys are unstoppable. I'm not doing it. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? And then he's like sitting in Kami house for the rest of the week, just fucking watching the shit on TV. I'm like, nigga, get back out in the trenches,
bro. I think bro. He was devalued in the original Dragon Ball, though.
No, yes, he was. Chris,
yeah.
He was always. This nigga Yamcha quietly was always the nigga that had to eat the pin, bro. He ate the pin on Jackie Chun. Fucking Jackie Chun.
Hey, like, nigga, sometimes you need to eat the pin, nigga.
And then, bro, fucking in that arc with Baba, fucking it wasn't what the fuck happened with Yamcha? Wasn't some shit where like he was getting his ass whipped by the invisible nigga and then Bulma had to whip her titties out just to fucking save him or some shit? Like,
yes, hey man, it's okay. Yamcha's the Gato of the Z Fighters, okay?
Yeah. Yamcha was a pin
eater. He's the Jado of the Z Fighters.
Bro, fucking Kami-sama had to go inside of this fucking old nigga's body and he's fucking beating his ass and shit. I'm like, come on, bro. Yamcha broke out the fucking Sokidan, the spirit ball. I'm like,
he's the Dick Togo of the
Yo, it could be worse. It could be fucking Chatsu, bro.
Well, Chatsu's just a scrub. Chatsu fucking sucks,
bro. Yo,
Yamcha's bag is so gas, bro. His signature move is called the Roga Fufu Ken. Like, come on, son. Why are we burying
for the Wolfang Fist, bro?
The Wolfang Fist is godly.
Man.
It's gas. And then in the video games, you're like, Wolfang.
Yeah, he's going overtime to shoot for Yamcha, y'all.
This is crazy. Is this not crazy?
Yo,
like,
do we have any
overtime to shoot for Yamcha?
Like, do we have any Yamcha FC in the chat? Anybody?
Yo, if you like Yamcha so much, go read My Life Reincarnated as Yamcha, bro. Go read that shit.
Do we have any Yamcha niggas in the chat? Do we not have any Yamcha niggas in this chat? What's going on?
Yo, come on, son. Like,
man.
Yeah, I will say his fight with the Cyberman before he got cucked was pretty good, bro. It was a good fight.
Chaos is not here. Yamcha fucking rocks. Fuck all of y'all niggas, man.
Exactly. We Vegeta FC, nigga. So
Nigga,
yo, fuck that
nigga,
nigga.
we are
Fuck that
Kame
nigga.
Senin FC. We are Yamcha FC. We're Tenshinhan FC. You feel me? I rep the little guys in Dragon Ball. I rep the underdogs. You feel me? You know who else is? You know who else was gas? Oolong, nigga. I said it.
Hi, yo, what was
Yo,
Yakuza super chat?
anyways,
Oolong.
Black Yakuza 94, $5. Yo, I don't fuck with Sakura, but the hate she gets to this day is pretty absurd.
Yo,
Deeply
y'all-
misogynistic
hey,
fan base.
I-
Yeah, y'all are so. Oh my.
Woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it, don't woke it up.
Like, y'all are so woke.
I mean, he's
nigga.
right,
Oh
bro.
my
Like,
God.
Hey, yo,
you know,
Yo, it's
Japanese
so
fans love
woke.
Sakura, right? It's just American fans that don't like Sakura, bro.
Hey, bro. Y'all niggas like Gohan?
Hey, man,
Yo.
don't. Yo, what my nigga go? What my nigga?
Mr. Piccolo, I'm scared. I'm about to piss myself, Mr. Piccolo.
Yo, that nigga Goku said, all right, Gohan, finish him now. He said, you come do it if you want to. I'm having fun. I was like, yo, this little nigga tripping. Yo, I hate this nigga, bro. He said one of the coldest lines. He's like, fight you? Nah, I want to kill you.
So,
That was so tough.
Yo,
That was so
going
hard.
to
You're
fight
so
Majin
bad.
Buu? Fight you?
You're so bad. And
No,
just to get his
I'm
ass,
gonna
just
kill
to get his ass whooped,
Yo,
just to get his ass
Boo
chomped.
Tinks did something crazy
Nah, the worst
to
part.
Gohan.
Gohan, catch this earring. What? Fucking drops the fucking earring. I'm like, this nigga stink. This nigga fucking stink.
Gohan.
Like, come on, bro. I hate that he's like at the end of Dragon Ball. He's the strongest character, bro. I hate that shit, bro.
But future Gohan is gas.
Hey, man, what my nigga
He's a
say?
real nigga.
Even if you kill this body, someone stronger will take my place. I was like, oh yeah.
Hey man, you know who's a real nigga low key? Big Raditz.
Let's go to the next super chat, bro.
Wait,
Raditz
before
shooter's crazy.
we go to the funniest.
Yo, yeah.
that
Anyways,
nigga
Bam.
was
No.
that nigga got caught by the tail. It was like,
Wait,
please,
what? Bam, talk. Wait. Bam, $2. Talk Chris Sakura better than Hinata. Yo. Now we saying
She
shit, son.
is.
Now we saying
that's
shit.
true.
Yo, my
Hinata
nigga,
is
like,
garbage.
niggas who like Hinata but
What?
don't like Sakura, what do you like about her? She's not stronger than Sakura. The only plot in the whole story is
Yo, what are y'all talking
Like, what are you
about,
talking
son?
about?
Yo. All I know is one nigga stood up to pain and the other one sat there on their ass and didn't do not a goddamn thing. What are we talking about?
Wait, whoa,
Talking about?
brother, Sakura was boxing with Cayuga. What are we talking about here, nigga?
Oh, bro, yo. I'm not.
Sakura was boxing with Sasori. Nigga.
Please
so
forgive
sure.
me, Kakarot. I will leave this planet immediately, Kakarot.
She was healing people.
I swear it, Kakarot. I swear it. If you
Yo.
let go of me now, I will leave immediately. And this dumbass nigga Goku's like, I don't believe you. Please,
Need you, nigga?
Kakarot.
Yo, Piccolo, no, he's lying. Don't do it, Goku.
Damn it, Goku. Hold on to him, Goku. I have him now.
Hey, fucking Goku, dude. I'll grab the tail.
That shit really cost Goku his life, bro. That nigga Piccolo's like, ah, fucking two for the price of
Goku's
one.
like,
Marco Chapo. Yeah.
Goku looking at Raditz like, say Wallahi. He's Wallahi, character. If you let me go now, I will never hurt another man again.
Say Wallahi.
But Wallahi, Talahi, Kakarot. And he's like, all right, my nigga. And he's like psyched. Put that nigga in the walls of Jericho.
Yo, all Saiyans being
Oh,
Muslim
God.
is canon, by the way.
Anyways,
Oh, man.
Jumanji $102. Ibu was offering trades like he was Roman Reigns season. Yo, I see the Ibu was crashing out on Roman Reigns season yesterday. I was crying.
Raditz was half dead, like, Wait till my big bros come. My big bros gonna whoop you niggas ass.
Oh, that nigga said, I'm a weak ass nigga. But guess what?
My niggas is coming.
My
The
niggas is
niggas,
coming.
he said my niggas is coming and don't run.
Yo, Piccolo crashed out on him.
Oh
Say,
shit.
shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yo, nigga said Raditz is Austin Aries. I'm crying.
I'm crying.
Yo, that nigga was like, not big bro pulling up on me.
Not big bro pulled up on me.
Yo, that nigga say, yo, nigga, you are weak. Get
Yo,
away from
meanwhile,
me.
it cuts to Vegeta listening, and he was like, this nigga sucks.
Bro, they got to Earth. He was like, yo, y'all know that Raditz nigga. He was like, yeah, he was really strong. We can grow them little niggas. Watch this.
We can grow them niggas. Do you realize that we can literally grow Raditzes? We can plant Raditzes right now and grow them. I promise you one of them will kill Yamcha if you just give me.
He said plant my nuts, nigga. What the fuck? Oh, your Zoro heart, $2.
Yo, wait, yo,
Wait,
you remember Chris when Nappa powered up and immediately Chelsea was like, TN, my telekinesis, it's not working. It's like,
bro, get this useless nigga off the battlefield, bro.
But to say his son, like, every anime be having them useless ass niggas on the field. And Naruto is not Sakura. I joke around and say Sakura is useless, but like there's a more useless nigga than Sakura that be on the field of Naruto too. Every anime be having a useless ass nigga.
Oh man. Your Zoro heart,
Oh my God.
Luffy Crocodile. Yo, Luffy Crocodile is low-key phenomenal.
5 stars is crazy. It has one of the biggest cap moments in anime history. Luffy being Crocodile was crazy, bro.
It was low-key cap. It was Chris, when we saw how strong Crocodile was in like Marineford and shit, I was like, how did Luffy beat this nigga?
I was like, yo, why is this nigga clash with Mihawk, bro?
Yo, Luffy beating
Luffy
beating Enel was cap too.
Nah, I mean, but it was his weakness.
Niggas use the Pokemon type advantages on these dudes.
Now had fucking observation hockey, bro. Like, I don't think to say, but like he could see into the future, still lost. I mean, there's a lot of cap moments pre time skip One Piece.
A lot of niggas who retroactively had hockey and shit who was like, how you lose to this nigga?
Pre-gear Luffy, bro.
It's a little crazy. You got any more super chats?
Yes. SMG $5. Talk to them, Ebu. Raditz has a 5-star classic while Gohan has none. Yo, come on, son. Like,
nah, you can't say. Come on, Gohan versus
Fuck.
I mean, in the movie, Gohan and Broly was pretty cool.
Yo, you know who else is a hoe ass nigga, bro? Just a scary ass nigga. This nigga Kami, bro. All that nigga ever did was stand on that lookout and be like, I don't know. I feel like
I'm so scared. Nigga, you are God, nigga.
You are God. You're fucking God,
bro. What are you standing
Mr. Popo, the niggas wilding down there.
Yo, the funniest. I don't know if y'all remember this. Yo, I don't know if y'all remember this scene. You see all the Z fighters training on the lookout for the Saiyans, right? Niggas is going hard, right? Just going mad hard, right? And it just comes to Kami. He's like, these men are full of fire, but they will all die when the Saiyans come. It's like, damn, nigga, you can't.
Yeah, like you fucking
like, son, like you pussy,
pessimistic ass,
pussy or something, son. Like
he said, yeah, these niggas gonna get blown out. It's over.
Yo, you know who's a real nigga we don't talk about enough? Garlic Jr. is a real nigga.
I'm crying.
Garlic nigga see Dead Zone.
Yo, what y'all think about the Ginyu Diddy Force?
I like the Ginyu Force. I think they're pretty cool.
Ginyu Diddy Force is crazy.
Like fucking Captain Ginyu is a cool character. Like, and like the body he's in, like on Namek is not his body. Like he switched so many times. That's just so fire to me. Like,
it's pretty cool.
Nice body, nigga. I need that. Like him not being able to use the Kaioken was so gas to me as a kid. I was like,
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody. This has been a really fun podcast. We've gone in every direction, but that's the point of the Raw review. I told you guys, unpredictable. Who would have predicted that this show would have turned into us trading between AEW and WWE and just going into Dragon Ball Z talk? Speckle said, Blackbeard versus Ace is the best 4.25. Bro, Blackbeard Ace is so gas, bro.
Yeah, it is. I don't like Ace.
but Blackbeard's my
What?
nigga. Yeah, I don't like gays. He's a plot device.
Guys, have a good night. This has been a good show. Shout out to Selfmade. Follow Selfmade at SelfmadePW. Link is in the bio.
Lobby War
They come
Song,
with
$10. How many?
nickel?
Lobby War Song. How many stars for Yuji Choso? 5. 5.25.
Yo, remember when you said you were gonna watch JJK last week and did it?
Hey, we gonna watch that this week in the Selfmade Discord. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
I appreciate
we're
y'all.
not.
Love y'all.
Wait, Ash
Selfmade
versus Paul
PW.
Pokemon, only fight to break my scale. Paul was my favorite character in Pokemon.
Yo, Ash and Paul was gas.
That's the Infernape fight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
last Pokemon fight before Pokemon became woke. So shout out to Ash Paul. You got any super chats?
I think that's the last one. Yeah, it's the last one.
Love you guys. See y'all in the Discord. Not today because I gotta go to work, but this week I'll be doing match recommendations on Thursday. Appreciate you guys. It's been a great month for the Discord. It's been so fun in there. We'll probably do some anime-based game thing or some shit or ranking or whatever the fuck. I'll probably try to fit something like that.
Yeah, I will put together an anime Jeopardy if you want to play, Ebro, but you have to tell me you're actually gonna play.
What's that shit called where we were doing the fucking games where we were like picking one or the other? What's that site called?
Oh, Leave Me Fufu.
We got to do that with anime openings. So we're gonna do that, and we should also do that with anime fights too. But folks, Selfmade Discord, man, at Selfmade PW. Link is in the bio. $5 to get in. We have a lot of fun in there. So I'll see y'all later in the week in there. But for Rob, for Chris, I'm Ibu. Hope you guys enjoyed this Raw review, where we barely reviewed Raw, but I thought the show was good. So shout out to Raw, shout out to Ace, shout out to Joe Holbert. Love you guys. Take care. Goodbye.
I am live on Twitch right now. So make sure y'all go lock into that. I am live on Twitch right now.